Welcome back, guys, to my channel. Guys, like always, like, share, and subscribe. Road to 120 subscribers. Thank you for 110 subscribers. Um, yeah. So doing a post-match reaction to the nonsense that the whole world has witnessed. Um, Even the people that have not witnessed it, they're now looking at their phone now, and that they still can. People, no one can believe this. I had my brother literally tell me just right now before we came live talking. He said, "How does this happen? I just witnessed what Real Madrid just did to Liverpool, that Liverpool, and the way they destroyed it." And he said to me, "You know, if there's one club that I expect this from, that's Man United. Man United will do this, will be destroyed by this Liverpool team. This Liverpool team, yo, bro." What a pitiful performance. Yeah. What's up, bro? Yeah, my brother told me he couldn't believe it. He started laughing because how? How? Chelsea Football Club, the same Chelsea that lost to Southampton, the same Chelsea Football Club that was it? Who else did they lose to? They scored one goal in February. They went to Anfield and got a draw, got a 0-0 draw. I mean, for God's sakes, bro. For God's sakes. I mean, this is not even last year's Liverpool. This is this year's Liverpool. So unprofessional today from managers plus players. Beyond, I don't understand. Like, I understand people say it's a derby, all that shit, all that nonsense. Always a derby, yada yada. Come on, guys. Everton. I know this is one of the biggest, the biggest game in the EPL. I remember. I don't quite remember, but I remember when Liverpool beat Everton. They beat them by 1-0. Everton gave it a go. Sorry, 2-0. This is 2-0. And I believe, yeah, this was at Anfield. I mean, come on. They haven't beat. I think the only team they beaten at this level, they beaten Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are the last on the table for a reason. Liverpool has not done this to any team this whole season. I can't believe this. I really cannot believe it. I mean, so Man United beats. I just can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. Look at this, 2-0. Look at this, 60 to 40% perception, 2-0. I mean, this happened in a Salah and Gakpo, 2-0. This is to Everton. This is to Everton. Let's look at Liverpool's results. I mean, come on, guys. Let's look at Liverpool's results. There you go, 7-0 United. Let's look at Liverpool, sorry. Look at Wolves, 2-0 at Anfield. 2-0. They beat Wolves 2-0. This is away from home, Selhurst Park, 0-0. 5-2. Real Madrid beat them 5-2. Um, they beat Everton. I mean, guys, like, unbelievable. I mean, I'm just lost for words. This is the same Liverpool side that, I mean, this is not the Liverpool of last season. This is Liverpool that had Jordan Henderson starting in midfield. We lost to a midfield of Jordan that Jordan Henderson starts in yet again. Yet we got destroyed today by Jordan Henderson and Fabinho, the same two players that Liverpool wanted to upgrade in. Liverpool didn't buy a midfielder this week. They didn't buy a midfielder. Liverpool did not buy a midfielder. We lost to that midfield. We lost to Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, We lost to Harvey Elliott, Fabinho, and Henderson midfield three. This game management was poor. Surely you should shut up shop at 3-0. Kamikaze play. As also lack of rotation is key play. You know, this is what I have fought for Ayrton High. Why you play Diego Dolo over Elwan Basaka at every big game away from home at Anfield when you have what you call it? You want to secure both your flanks. Liverpool Football Club will not score anything by going through the middle. They're not. What they did today was they made the middle compact. Henderson and Fabinho were winning balls in midfield, were winning the balls in midfield, but the creativity was coming down from the flanks. Cody Gakpo absolutely destroyed us today. Cody Gakpo completely embarrassed us today. Cody Gakpo was taking the piss. Cody Gakpo was unbelievable today. He was playing on their left side. Sorry, I think was yep. Cody Gakpo completely destroyed us today. I just don't understand when you go away from home. Playing at home is different than playing from home. Away from home, you expect to be solid. You expect to be solid. You're losing 1-0. You're not keeping control of midfield. What do you expect? Take out Fred. Bring on Sabitzer. What is Sabitzer doing on the bench for me? Fred, in a game like this, when he gets pressed, you know the weakness of Fred is when he gets to play against a high pressing team that will press him, he becomes shambolic. This was never a game for Fred. No matter how well Fred has been doing, this was never a game for Fred. But yet we're losing 1-0. Make some changes. Take out Fred. Put on Sabitzer. But no, he didn't do that. Take off Abdullah. Put on Elwan Basaka. Let's be compact. And let's get in the game. I mean, our manager was saying, oh, we had a good first half. No, we didn't. They were all over us in the first half. The mental fatigue of the all guards were seen today. De Gea, Delors, Fred, Rashford, and Fernandes. Delors run back isn't enough against Gakpo. Work is like a statue. Matthias Varane chemistry goes off. Casemiro instead of Fred just runs. Bruno from Cam, Ringway, now left wing. What next? Goalkeeper? 1000%. This lineup, this game was there for Man United. I don't understand. If anyone says that going to this game, this was not a setup for Man United, completely destroy Liverpool, bro, you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. You play Weghorst up top. You play Rashford on the left because he's going to terrorize Trent, which we didn't do. Then you play Anthony on the right. Then you have a midfield three of Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and if you want to choose Fred, you can. But if Fred is not working, take him at halftime, bring on Sabitzer. And you start with Aaron Wan-Bissaka because he's better defensively. You want to stop their dangerous plays. You want to stop their attack. But no. I mean, look at the first goal. Diego Dolo, because he doesn't have his stupidity, his defensive mentality is so stupid that Robinson gets the ball. That he follows him in midfield. Why are you following Robinson in midfield? Stay in your position. You contain Robinson. If Robinson goes into midfield, then that's where Fred is supposed to be. Fred's supposed to pick up Robinson. But no, because you, Diego Delors, moved. This is the back line. The back line is supposed to work in unison. Because you got put out of position, you went into midfield. Fred didn't clock that, didn't recognize that instantly. It took him a little bit of time, which means that he didn't drop and cover Gakpo. The ball went to Gakpo. Gakpo cut in. By the time Varane comes, because it's a compound effect, one mistake, One mistake, one mistake will equal to every player being out of position. Varane comes in, he's too late. Kappa cuts in, bottom corner, boom, 1-0. If Diego Dalot stood, but it was disciplined, played his position. I don't care if Robinson's going in the midfield. If Robinson's going in the midfield, then Fred, you jump on him because you're there. Because what is Robinson going to do? Where is he going to pass the ball to? If Robinson comes in, then the only pass he's got to do is what you call a cross, an inside cross, which my center backs are there to actually win it. So I'm good. A header when it comes to headers from Salah versus Varane, I'm taking Varane. So I'm good. There was no danger. There was no need for Dalot to follow him, but he did because he doesn't. He's not defensive mentality. His defensive mentality position is not good. But what did Erik ten Hag do? I thought Weghorst will be striker. Rashford left wing, left and right. Then sub Weghorst, give the striker position to Rashford and bring fresh. Absolutely. I mean, this is what we had been doing the entire season, but he decided not to do it. And the issue I have, and this is where the problem I have with Ten Hag is, Ten Hag and the players believed that they had a good first half. That's the problem. From everything that Bruno Fernandes have said, everything that Erik ten Hag has said, go watch the interviews. They said, yeah, we think we controlled the game in the first half, and that's a problem. They should have been clear from us in the first half. They dominated that first half. I'm looking at the game like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we'll start to wake up after the 25 minutes. No, we didn't. They were on us since minute 1 in the first half. They deserve to be on the lead. And the second half, I thought we will intensify our energy. We will push them back. But we didn't. They started attacking us. We started to fall back. And what ended up happening is that when you put pressure on Man United and we push them back, we make mistakes. And once we made mistakes, they started to score goals. You know what's crazy, right? When we started to put pressure on them and play tight to them in the first half, they actually started making mistakes because they're really not that great. Their players really still are not that great. Their players will make mistakes, but we didn't push pressure on them. They're not always delusional since Ajax. Bro, I don't understand. Like, he said that we had a good first half. He said we had control in the first half. We had control towards the end of the first half when we actually started to press them. When we started to win the second balls. But once the first half was over, because we was on after they scored, because they deserved to score that goal. We have a habit of conceding right after halftime. These last few from Madrid versus Leeds, Barcelona. Bro, it's not even that. It's like, the issue I have is he needed to make a change. There had to be a change at halftime, and he didn't. And the players came out exactly the way they started the first half. Is exactly the way they started. What ended up happening is, like, Liverpool didn't do anything special. All they did was just put pressure on us, and all they did was just cut off the passing lane. And what ended up happening was we started giving away the ball in dangerous areas Liverpool, and that was so easy for Liverpool. He thinks draw in the first half is good performance, even when the team played bad. Liverpool just wait for the goal. Bro, like, let's be honest today. Liverpool, in the first half, we gave them the initiative. They were playing at home. They won. They beat. I forgot who they just beat. They beat Wolves in midweek. They drew away from home at Crystal Palace. They beat Newcastle. They're playing at home. The one thing that Liverpool will always do at home is they'll up the tempo. They will fight for every. You know, this game reminded me of the game that happened at Old Trafford. This performance reminded me of the performance that happened at Old Trafford. What Man United did to Liverpool at Old Trafford is what Liverpool did to Man United at Anfield. The only difference is Man United, we didn't kill them off. They destroyed us. They killed us. Bro, I'm gonna send the link in the comment section, guys. I'm gonna send the link. There you guys go. If you guys want to come on, just that's the link. Bro, this is bad. This is bad because what I just simply do not understand is the way the performance today made no sense. Nothing about today made absolutely no sense. Why we felt intimidated from the get go. I felt like we felt scared. We felt scared since minute one. We gave him so much respect. I just don't understand. What's up, Is? What's up, Is?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Bro, let me go ahead and talk, bro. Cause I
Yo,
need to drink the water, bro.
yo, I'm shocked. What did I watch today? That was absolutely shambles. I don't even I don't even 100% like I feel like the players they just gave up. They didn't even try. They just bottled it. They just had no like they just weak. They're just weak. They just gave up. Like they didn't even fight for nothing. Like Liverpool in the first half, they didn't even play that well. But it was literally just Dalot and Anthony. They were leaving so much space on the right hand side. Like Robinson was just chilling. He was relaxing, and there was so much space. And my head was lost. Like from the first half, I literally said Ten Hag needs to change it. Like he needs to make subs. And that's one of the
Your
biggest
voice is
issues I
cracking
got.
a little bit, bro. There's a little crackle in your voice.
Or is it
Uh,
still bad?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let
Are you
me
wearing
let me come
headphones?
back in.
Yeah, yeah. All right. No, no, Ibs is right, guys. He needed to make a change. I don't understand why he thought the Lord's performance in the first half was anything that he was horrendous. He was extremely bad. It was bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In this type of game, in a game like this, you need to be good defensively. I don't understand. That's like uh is what
Is it
is
better now? Is it better?
yeah, yeah, it's a bit better. But go ahead, bro.
Nah. Listen, that game was shambles, man. Like Ten Hag has to take some blame for that. Like I understand, like, but from the first half, you could see there was so much issues from the first half. You didn't make no changes. You literally left it the same.
No, but Ibs, you know what it is? I've watched this interview right after the game. It took a minute. Him and Bruno's. They said something that I couldn't understand. They said that we controlled the game in the first half. We actually had a good first half, and I was like, "Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss?" Like, well, I'm not gonna lie to you. At one point, we were hanging on. For the first 25 minutes, they peppered us, bro. They
I
peppered
don't
us.
know, man. I don't know. Like
Yes,
that. That
yes, we had chances. I think Bruno had a chance. He missed. I know Rashford had a chance.
Rashford, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, but that's against the run of play. If you look at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game, they won everything. They won every header. They won every 50-50. They won everything. And this is the thing I'm gonna push back in terms of tactics. I know people would like to talk about tactically, and all that stuff. Bro, winning your individual battles is not tactic. Winning the
No, no.
50-50,
True, true.
winning the header, winning the when you challenge for the header, and winning the 50-50 when you when literally will win a header, the ball will come back straight to a Liverpool player. Are you having a piss, bro? Are you
Yeah,
having a
yeah,
piss,
yeah.
bro? It was
But but
ridiculous.
but yeah, say like we need to. I agree with that, but we need to stop these experiments. Like we can't play Weghorst number 10. Like we can't do this stuff, like basic stuff like that. We can't play Rashid like and he's not in his best position, like the left hand side. Like we need to cut them things off. And then even today, like there was the back four was terrible. Like the back four was shocking to even Lissandro. Like I rate Lissandro. but he was shocking today. He was shocking.
Bro,
Luke Shaw as well.
you know what it is, bro? Back for as a unit. I think people need to understand this. Like when individuals are having a terrible game, it's like a compounding effect, bro. Like
Yeah,
people need to understand. Like yes, you have individual performance where a center back can play well, all that stuff. But when a team is imbalanced and one player in the back four makes some mistakes, then it'll just continue. Then what ended up happening was I don't think Luke Shaw was having a didn't have a bad first half. Second half, it was a disaster. He had a
yeah,
horrendous second half. And then at the end
yeah,
of the day, it's like at that point you putting your center back in a situation where you are like, why is Martinez going 1v1 against Salah? Why is
yeah.
Martinez had to run all the way up there to play to go against 1v1 against Salah? Why? Because where's Luke Shaw's out of position.
Yeah.
Like when did you see today? And was there ever a moment where Rashford had 1v1 against Konate or Van Dijk or stuff like that, where he had Konate and 30 yards out of his goal? No. Every
No,
time where
but
Rashford had to go, they were in the box. Rashford
but
literally.
listen, let's keep it true. Like we haven't played well like for a full game in months. Like last couple of weeks, we just been playing like well in like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes playing well. But the rest of the game, like West Ham was shocking. West Ham was shocking.
Yes,
Leicester, first half was shocking.
yes.
Like it's a while. Like these players, they start the game and they start slow every week. Every week they start the game slow.
Ah, bro, I just feel like I think it's just you also have to look at the players we are playing. I I love Fred more than anyone else, bro. But Fred, I guess a team like Liverpool is kamikaze. Fred,
Yeah.
he's a player that cannot hold possession when we need him to hold possession. He's a player that if he gets pressed like did against Leeds United, bro, he can't handle it. He simply cannot handle it. We're
Bruno as
playing,
well. Bruno was shocking as
bro.
well.
We're playing against one of the. If we're talking about pressing, there's no team that does pressing better than Liverpool. That's literally their philosophy. Their philosophy is high line, high press. That's what
No,
it
but
is.
Yasser, it's not even that. We just gave the ball away. Like sometimes they wasn't even pressing us, and we're giving the ball away.
But Ibs, you know what happens is when you're playing against a team that presses like Liverpool, what ends up happening is players start to. Well, this is something I really noticed. Players expect they don't have a lot of time on the ball. So what ends up happening is you see players when they have time on the ball, they start to rush it because they expect to be closed down.
But that's
So
not. They're not good technical players. Then that's what,
yeah, yeah.
like if you used to do that to,
Your Ibs, your mic is
example,
crazy, bro. It went
is
crazy right now.
is what I thought it's fine.
Yeah, bro. It's it's
Is it the
it's,
same
it's
now?
doing a madness, bro.
Is it the same?
Yeah, it's doing a madness, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Is it your internet?
No, I'm internet's fine. I don't know what it is.
Bro, you sound like Megatron, bro. Bro, you sound robotic, bro.
Um, let me try this.
If this mic
Cause I,
sounds good to you. Oh, is it does it sound good to you? Dizzy, is it good? Maybe it's my end. I don't know.
I don't
Um
know. I think I don't. Is it me? Can you hear me?
yeah, for me your mic is just doing a madness, but yeah, Dizzy say it's fine. Now go ahead, bro. Go ahead and talk, bro. No worries, bro.
Okay. Nah, I'm just saying like we need to have some reality check on some players, man. Like I'm done. I'm done with Fred. I'm done with De Gea. De Gea, sorry, man. Like his time is done. Like we need to move on. We need to move on. Like this is 2023. We need to move on from De Gea. Dallo, I don't care about you being this guy. Oh, give Dallo a chance. He can improve. He can improve. He's garbage. Dallo is garbage. We need to get rid of like 5 or 6 players, and we need to get technically proficient players that when they get the ball, they don't rush, they don't panic. We need players that are good on the ball, good possession.
Mhm.
We keep getting these players like Fred, and what can we expect from Fred? We can't expect Fred to be 2013 Tony Cruz and good on the ball. Like, he's not that type of player. We just need to get the technical players, and we need to play like 2013 Tony Cruz and good on the ball. Like, I can hear echo. We just need to get. Yeah, I can hear echo. Wait, Yasir, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're good. You're good. My bad.
Okay, no, I could hear echo. That's why.
Yeah.
No, but we need to get rid of some players, man. I'm sure this will be a reality check for Dizzy. I hope he goes to Atletico, man. I hope he goes there. Nah, but I don't want I want us to I want Ten Hag to see this and wake up call and be like, listen, I tried to give you guys a chance. Next season, if we get new owners, you guys are out, man. Yo, Yasir, I think it's your end, you know.
Yeah. I think it is my end because like I went on YouTube and you're clear. Am I clear though?
Yeah, you're clear, you're
Yeah, it's
clear.
crazy. No, but nah, bro. I just, the thing is, it's like the sad reality. The sad reality of, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This Liverpool team is not that great. We just get the crazy thing about it is you never ever want to give a team like Liverpool life, bro.
Yeah,
Look at Cody Gakpo now. Like everything's
yeah,
about confidence, bro. Everything's about confidence. The confidence is a crazy drug because one thing that Cody Gakpo can go back on is this performance. That's the
yeah,
thing, and we just gave him an unbelievable performance at Anfield. The crowd are not gonna be on his back anymore. The crowd is not gonna be on Darwin Nunes' back anymore, bro. The front three they look like they're clicking now, and it looks like, bro, Liverpool look like they're back, and that's because of us. If we would have went there to Anfield today and destroyed them today, bro, their confidence would have been bad. The Liverpool, they probably would have lost the next 2-3 games. But I won't be surprised if Liverpool go on a crazy winning streak now. Because like
yeah.
they had the players for that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
They're
mean?
gonna go
Like,
on a run. They're gonna go on a run now. But I don't even. We just gave it to them. Like, we just gave them that win. We like. It's not like they towards the end. Obviously, we just gave up. But first two goals, like, we just gave it to them. Like, it was just poor defending. We just gave it to them. Like, I don't know, man. Like, with this team, I can never trust them. There's certain players I can't trust them ever again. Like, they can have good form for 5-6 weeks. I will never trust them. Like Bruno, sorry, De Gea, I can't trust De Gea. Dallo, I can't trust him. Luke Shaw, I can't trust him. Do you know what I mean? Certain players, like, I'm done with them, man. And Anthony's getting there as well. He's garbage, man. Anthony's garbage. That's what I'm saying. So, yo, yeah, see, I had to lock off Twitter today, man. I had to delete the app for a
nah,
sec,
bro.
man.
No, bro. You're 100% right. Dizzy said, shout out to Salah, shout out to Nunes 2 times, shout out to Salah 2 times, and shout out to my boy Firmino. Um, Dizzy also said, shout out to Gakpo. 7 people in the stream. Yasser, let me give me some shout outs. Yasser, what Salah did to Lissandro was illegal. Yeah, bro. Like, but that's what happens when your center back has to chase Salah, bro. Like everyone's so out of position. Our left back is so out of position that we have to. Imagine picking up Salah 30 yards out from your goal. Well, come on, man. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
But for me, it's just going back about something you said. You mentioned a player, Anthony, bro.
yeah,
Bro, he is so predictable. That's the thing that
yeah,
pisses me off about him the most. I was watching Anthony today. I was like, bro, you know how easy it is to defend someone that he's gonna cut in, curl the ball,
yeah,
cut in, try cross inside cross, cut in inside cross, cut in inside cross. Like, bro, do something different. Like, even you're gonna do the same thing over and over again. Like, try pretend like you're gonna go inside for a second. Like,
Yeah.
I think Anthony got to the people defenders got to a point with Anthony where they even if he fakes it, they don't even go for it because they know this guy's gonna come inside. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's only one
Yeah.
man that did that well, where he did something that everyone knew that he was gonna do, and they couldn't stop him. That's I Robin. Like, if you're not I Robin, but you know how difficult it is to be a one-trick pony. Is how difficult it is to be so predictable. Like, bro, come
I
on.
Robin had
Like,
good
today
dribbling.
was
That's what.
useless.
I Robin had good dribbling. Anthony doesn't.
Somebody trying to come through.
Yeah, I think I think Young's bugging out. I think Yassir's Mike's bugging out. Yo, Yassir, is it good?
Yeah, bro, I can't hear you. Give me a second, bro. I don't know what just happened to my audio.
Yeah, you got a breaknet today.
Yo, go ahead, Ibs. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you? Is it back now?
I can hear you better. It's just my mic, bro. So hold on, leave me out. Yeah, give me a second, bro. Nah, bro. Well, what you were saying about Anthony, bro?
Yo, Anthony, I don't know. Like, why did Ten Hag? But it's the same issue. Like, it's the club as well. Like, why are you going after? It's their fault that Anthony was worth this price because we could have got him for way cheaper earlier in the summer, and they waited till the end, and now he's worth. They paid 100 million for him.
Yeah, for a guy that's worth probably 35, 40 million, bro. Come on, man. The guy's not worth 100 million.
No. But to be fair, look what happened today. Ten Hag, he wanted Gakpo, and he wanted Nunes. They both scored.
Yeah, that's why that's why I didn't go after them as hard as everyone else did. Because I'm not gonna lie to add Gakpo. Like I said, Gakpo. I really liked him because he reminded me a bit of Rashford, and I was like, you know what? To have another Rashford in our team is not a bad idea. And Darwin Nunes, bro. Like, if Ten Hag really liked Darwin Nunes, what I saw from Darwin Nunes so far, I was like, you know what? This guy has talent. He's missing goals. I was like, what happens if he actually started scoring goals, you know? So for me, I just because the thing is, I knew it's Man United. I knew it was always gonna catch us in the butt, bro. I knew it, bro. I knew it. I just knew it because, like, bro, this is Liverpool. This is a team that has like we're trying to chase after. This is a team that has been trying to win the title and have been one of the best teams in the world. Like, if they're going after players like Darwin Nunes, Gakpo, they must be good, you know. Let's not actually kid ourselves. I feel like I feel like as United fans, we really just hoped that they're gonna be not good. But bro, I mean, Cody Gakpo has only been here since January. Bro looks like he's getting.
But is that true that Bruno was shouting at Ten Hag? That's what I'm seeing. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I think Bruno wanted to come off, bro. I think Bruno wanted to come off, and Ten Hag is like, nah, I'm good. You stay on. you hold this L. Like, this L is on y'all, and that's on. To be honest, though, at the end of the day, I like that. Don't give these players an out. You need to be there for this embarrassment, bro, because you're the reason for this embarrassment. Like, these players need to take it, bro. Take your L. Get him.
Yeah, take your L.
Yeah.
That's what these guys, these players, man. Like, they need to be named and shamed. Like, they need to face that embarrassment, man. Like,
without a doubt.
Especially Bruno. Like, Bruno's the captain, and you're asking to be taken off. Like, have you got any shame?
That's crazy. No. It's 100%, bro. I just don't get it, bro. So Bruno was on the right, on the left today, huh?
Yeah, that I don't know what Ten Hag was doing, man. I don't know. I didn't understand that, man. He played Bruno on the left, and he played the workhorse number 10.
Yeah, that made no sense to me.
That makes no sense.
No, that makes no sense. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying, I feel like we're missing Ericsson as well, man. Like we got
Big
no one to
time.
just keep. We got no one to just keep the ball and just keep it simple.
But that's why I don't understand why he didn't bring on Sabitzer. Sabitzer, bro, he's a better ball player
Yeah, but
than.
Sabitzer, he was a bit when he came on. He
But it was a
that
miss. He came on to a miss. I'm not gonna lie
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. What happened from like the 65th to the 70th, from the 70th minute onward was absolute nonsense. What happened then was just play. The whole team decided, nah, fuck it, we're done. We're not want to play. And Liverpool said, really, like
Yeah.
Liverpool couldn't. I don't think Liverpool players could believe that what was happening right before their eyes. There were no players actually not running with them. Players actually allowing them to pass the ball. They're like, bro, really? Like, are you serious? Like, and then like it wasn't until like the 75th, 80th minute they decided, you know what, we can actually score more goals against these guys, and they actually started to try to score goals.
But yes, it's the same players from last year. Like, that's what I'm saying. When Ten Hag could try it all he wants, yeah, but there's some serious losers. There's some serious losers in that team, and they could affect the other players as well. Do you know what I mean? Like Bruno last year was there for 5-0 last year. Fred was there. Dalot was there. Luke Shaw was there. These guys are gonna mess up the other players as well and affect like the you know what I mean. If you're in an environment, if you're with people that have low standards, they're gonna bring you down with them.
Dizzy said, by the way, Depay is a baller, by the way. Also, yeah. How many assists does Salah have right now in the league, by the way? Yasser? I don't know. Probably 7. Well, the amount of jokes he'd be making today. Soft spot for Depay, right? Fire. Yeah, whatever, bro. We could have gotten. Gakpo has the same amount of goals as Anthony, by the way. Yes, he does. Yasser's father, Salah, came in, give him a sec ibs. Okay. The best team in the world scored 6+ goals this week. That's according to I think Atletico Madrid destroyed Sevilla. I think the game was like 7-0 or something. 6-1 or something crazy like that. Edmund said, Yasser, what Salah did to Sano was illegal.
No. We need to talk about the leecher, guys. We
Yo,
need to talk about
H7,
the
H7, get out of it, man. Get out of it, man. Get out of it, man. Get out of it, man.
How you were losing 7-0 after all this talk?
Wait.
After all this talk, you had lost 7-0. You held 7.
Wait.
Oh,
H7, I didn't say that would win.
No, not you. You know, bro, we spoke about this yesterday. Do you remember, bro? We said
Yeah.
there were so many United fans talking. Do you remember? And I said the worst thing to you.
I literally said we don't do well at Anfield. I said that we don't do well at Anfield.
Nah, guys, we gotta talk though. Seriously, like what happened today? Where was the mentality? Where was Casemiro today, guys?
Casemiro's awful. He was awful today, man.
Yo, why did Dalot start as well, guys? Why did Dalot start?
Dalot's garbage, man. It's garbage.
No, but he's not a defensive right back though. Why is he gonna start, bro? If I was the manager, I would have played Bissaka, bro. But even him, he probably would have still get touched, bro.
Nah, bro, I don't think so. I think Bissaka would have been so much better for us today.
Yeah.
One thing that people don't understand about Bissaka is like Bissaka, he one thing he does as well. He puts out fires. Even when our defense are all over the place, Bissaka will come.
He's
in
a right.
and
He's a right back. He's a right back, right?
Yeah.
That means he's gonna be following Gakpo and them, right? How's he gonna be stopping Salah? Because Salah was the danger man the whole game, bro. He was the one that you guys couldn't handle at all today.
Yeah, David T said, bro, I'm just focused on what we got next. Numb to this result. # Hala Madrid. Dizzy said, Benzema holding his knees. Oh my days.
Hey, guys, I want to ask.
Eating good. Never mind.
Is it true that Bruno tried to get himself subbed off.
Yeah,
Was
apparently.
Yeah.
And no injury, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
that's the
think-
guy that's wearing the armband right now, while Maguire's technically still the club captain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to know what to do. You don't need to strip him off that. That is not a captain, bro.
Yo,
He shouldn't even play H7. He shouldn't even be playing.
Dizzy asked, yo, H7, how many points separate Liverpool United?
Is there 7 points?
Bro, they're not. Anyways, let's do the player ratings, guys. Since H7 is here, we have a rival fans' opinion about this player rating. So I'm gonna go with you first, H7, man. You do the honors, David De Gea.
You know, when anytime he concedes 7, he automatically you always have a low rating, so he's gonna have to hold a 1.
Yeah.
Ibs, anything you have to say about that, bro? Any comments about De Gea, bro?
De Gea's. I think I've got better passing than De Gea, man. De Gea's passing is garbage, man. It's so bad.
Especially in this game when a team presses you the way that Liverpool did, the way the team won the second balls, you need the goalkeeper that actually can relieve that pressure from you instead of just hoofing up the ball. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So,
and they're saying he's getting another contract. This club is finished, man.
I don't.
Wait, who? De Gea?
They're saying De Gea,
That's mad.
He's finished, man. He's finished.
So you agree with the 1?
Yeah, 1.
All right, Ibs. Let's go with the low.
0.5.
That's nice. That's actually nice.
Yeah, I would give the law a 0. I thought he was horrendous, bro. I would have given, bro. I thought he was so bad.
He only done one good thing, I think, and that's before any goals were scored. He created a good chance for Bruno. Bruno did dive and header. That's the only thing I've seen that he done good.
Bro, there was a picture that he was just like it just summed up like the whole performance where the law is in like goal, the ball's in the net, and the guy's in the net as well. So it's like. It was a joke. The guy was horrendous today, and I've said this. Here's the thing about the law. I agree with Ibs. He's garbage. He's garbage. The law never. The way people hype about the law is because he is bet. People compare him to Wan-Bissaka, and I've said this for time. What Wan-Bissaka give us defensively is not worth what the law give us offensively. It's a fact.
Offensively, he's not even good. I don't know where people get this myth from.
Ibs, that's my point. It's like people make it seem like what we get from the law is like Trent Alexander-Arnold level in terms of offensively. That's what people make it out to be. Oh, yeah, we need the law. We cannot do without the law because he gives us so much going forward. Bro, what does he give us going forward? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So at the end of the day, I'd rather have someone that could defend at least.
Yeah.
Come on,
at least,
bro.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I'll give him a 0. So we're gonna go to Varane. I'll say Varane. I thought Varane was horrendous as well. I thought Varane I felt like a whole back line was just trash today. I give Varane a 2. I don't know. I mean, what you think?
I give him a 1. Like he was horrendous, man. He was horrendous. He was bad. Like all around, he was bad. Yeah, I give him a 1.
The only thing I'll say about Varane is there was a report before the game that he wouldn't even start. Like he is going through some like pain or something like that in his leg.
We need to buy another centre back next year, man. We need to buy another centre back.
Yeah, I just feel like he's just not fit enough, bro. I feel like his body cannot handle the wear and tear.
Yeah, he's played since he was 18. He's played too much football. He's been playing for a decade plus.
Yeah, because like I think even our manager Eric Ten Hag said like that he's gonna go through like a fitness test before the game. And the thing is, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're not fit to play, I guess Liverpool, do not force your way to play because at the end of the day, that affects the whole team, bro. I'm
But
not
what's
lying to you.
our other choice?
That's the
Bro,
problem. Lindelof and Maguire,
we'll
bro.
figure that shit out, bro. Like at the end of the day, we gotta
Yeah,
do what we gotta
all
do, bro.
I'm saying, like, I think if it was Maguire, we would have held 9. I think that
No, I
That's
mean,
nice. That's
I
nice.
think we could have gotten away with Lindelof. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's just like,
Lindelof had a, he was injured. He was injured. Lindelof.
yeah. So yeah. So I said 2. You said 1. H7. What you're like the final verdict, bro. You're the tiebreaker. So
No, but I'll be real with you, bro. Most of the stuff I've seen, like the mistakes coming from, I see unlucky bounces coming towards Varane's way for some of the goals. Like Firmino's goal, unlucky bounce, like stuff like that. What's his name? So one of Salah's goal, unlucky bounce, came off McTominay, literally right in the middle, and he just shot. Like I can't really blame him for stuff like that. But as an association, he was bad by. How can I say? His teammates around him made him even worse. So you will have a low rating. But I wouldn't say personally it was his fault for any of those goals, if that makes sense. Most of the goals are coming from the winning wins in or unlucky bounces, basically. Or Leacher. We're gonna speak about Leacher, man. Don't worry, we're gonna speak about it.
yeah. So what you going with the rating though?
The same as you lot too. Like I wouldn't
2. I
really
go
blame
2.
him for it
Yeah.
though. It's just
All
bad
right.
association, isn't it?
Yeah. So come back to you, bro. Licha.
Guys, is this the guy that I was hearing the best centre back in the world? Because I was hearing the best centre back in the world shouts, guys. I'm not from you lot. Okay, maybe from Yasser, but not from you, Ibs, bro. I was hearing best centre back in the world shouts, bro. By this Leacher brother. Nah. And I was hearing he's better than Saliba as well, bro. Okay, cool. Saliba's been
Listen,
not
Saliba's been. I don't.
he's not been that
Saliba's
good.
had
No,
some
I
bad
agree with you.
games.
Oh, bro,
Relax.
I agree with you. He's not been that good. But he is not allowing man to do that to him, bro. Make him turn around backwards, slip, get up. Nah. He's not letting man do that to him, bro. My man got bullied today, bro. He's holding at 0.
0. Okay. What you saying?
I can't disagree with that, man. 0.
Yeah. You know what? Licha, this is the worst game you had, bro.
Worst game he's had in months. Look,
He
since
got
he's been
sold.
here, that's the worst
No,
game.
no. One thing I'll
Yeah.
say, he got sold. Like he got sold by one of his teammates today, Luke Shaw. Now, most of the goals I was
Yeah.
watching, you're supposed to usually see a left back helping you out, bro. I hardly see Luke Shaw. I don't know where he was.
Nothing, bro.
Man.
Bro, you like that's
So
the reason why he got mixtaped and destroyed and absolutely abused by Salah was Salah picked the ball off of the 30. It was in his 30 yard. It was like 30 yards away from goal. You want Licha, a center back, to come all the way out to what you call it, stop Salah, and Salah just twisted him up and just ran at him, bro. So I don't know, man. Yeah, yeah. So yes, you said 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm not gonna argue. I was about to say a 2. I was about to give him a Varane a 2, um, but I'm not gonna lie to you. That was embarrassing, bro. What?
Yeah, I said that back force not getting nothing above a 1. They don't get nothing above a 1.
except for Varad's the only one that's allowed.
No. He's guilty by association. He's not getting nothing
Bro,
above a 1.
yeah. It was Shoberto Carlos.
Yo, don't ever say that
Shalberto.
name again. Don't ever say that name again.
Shalberto. What about Shalberto?
Listen, short ass, man. He's
Yeah.
trash, man.
Hey, is his time
We
done,
give
guys? Are you guys gonna sell him now? Are you finally gonna sell him?
listen, bro. HF, I don't know these guys. These United fans, yeah. They Luke Shaw. He's been doing this for 7 years. He's been at the club nearly 10 years, yeah. He has one good season. Oh, Luke Shaw's the best left back in the world. He has another season. He's trash. Oh, now he's back to, oh, he's the best left back in the world. He's better than Robinson. He's better than Alaba, Davis, everyone. He said, I'm tired of Luke Shaw, man. This guy needs to go back to Burger King. I don't know, Southampton. Go back there. Leave United alone, man. Like I'm tired of Luke Shaw, man. We're giving him too many chances now. It's enough's enough, man. I give him -1.
I think that's nice, bro. If I was him, I'll give you that -5 or something, bro. After what I saw today, bro, he he let down like Martinez. As much as I'm cooking Martinez, bro, he actually
Yeah.
let down some of them jewels today, bro. Because he wasn't even there. Like, and you know one thing that I know about United fans are here about him. Sometimes you won't hardly go up for attack. So if you're hardly gonna go up attacking and your team's already down 2-0, come back and help defend at least. Stay back, create that shape. Instead, he's basically playing today a back three. Because Dalot was more helping more defensively than Luke Shaw was today.
Malacia will never do that. Malacia will never do that.
No, but he's a young kid, but he would have got cooked differently today, but you can't play him.
Malacia, he'll never. No, Shaw's a coward, man. Look at even the Arsenal game. Look what he was doing against Saka. He's a coward, man.
Yeah, Ericsson was marking him. Like,
Yeah, David
he's a coward.
David T said he's still a top left back, just switched off. #broken leg tax.
Nah, David. Love David.
David, that was 10 years ago, man. You can't use that excuse.
Yeah, it's terrible. So we're going. So I guess went for minus, but I'm just gonna give him a 0. I mean, because I don't do minuses, but it is what it is. So Ibs went with the minus what 4 or was it -1?
I said -1. Wow.
No, -5 in it.
H7 said -5. I give him a 0. And for me, then it is Casemiro. I thought Casemiro had his again the worst game he had in the United shirt. He got bullied by Fabinho. He got bullied by Henderson, bro. How do you to be bullied by Henderson, Fabinho? I think at the end of the game, I was thinking Henderson and Fabinho should get like drug tested. Did they dope or something? Like, are these the same players? Because that's what we made them. We made them look like they were amazing again. We made them, bro. Henderson and Fabinho were just bullying our midfield. So Casemiro, I give him a 2, man. I thought he was horrendous. He did ended up scoring an offside goal, but other than that, I don't remember anything he did positive in the game. Our midfield was just nothing, non-existent.
I'll be real with you. If it was up to me, I wouldn't really judge your midfield like that in this game because most of the time these lot were getting attacks. They were just getting it down the wing as fast as possible. They were basically taking it out the game with one pass. So I'm not going to look at your midfield for that, bro. I'm going to look at Ten Hag and his shape and why did he play Weghorst or Bruno? Or he should basically, how can I say, he disrespected Liverpool too much. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just feel like when it came down to it, he just didn't win none of his battles. Like I think Man United for us, it's like okay, we do well when we play through the middle, but today we couldn't because Fabinho and Henderson were just monsters, bro. They completely took Casemiro out of the game, and I was shocked by that. Like this is the same Henderson and Casemiro that got outran by Modric. Modric outran them. They were chasing after the guy. How many times had Fabinho almost got? Fabinho should have got 2 red cards in 2 games in a row because he couldn't catch up to any of the midfielders. Like, come on, guys, this is Fabinho.
Yeah, because you know why, bro? There was too much space for them man to cover, bro. Think about it. You lot actually only played 2 midfielders. Is Fred and Casemiro. Bruno is more an attacker than a midfielder, and Weghorst is a striker, bro. Think about Modric, Camavinga, and Kroos. That's 3 midfielders, bro. Like that's the only way you're gonna beat Liverpool. You actually have to play with an actual midfield, bro. And Ten Hag didn't, bro. That's why I'm saying Ten Hag kind of disrespected Liverpool today, bro. He thought these men were light work. He thought, you're Barcelona, I can easily handle you lot. But nah, bro. You shouldn't have done that, bro. You should have played Sabitzer or something.
Yeah, it's what you're saying for Casemiro, bro.
I'll give him a 1.
Yeah.
He was terrible. His passing was shocking today. I don't know, like the midfield shape was bad. Like
very bad.
They're all like far away from each other. Like it was not compact. They were all far away from each other, and it was just weird. Like the shape of the midfield, like it was not good. But he gets a 1. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, Dizzy, I don't know which one. What are you talking
big
about?
put up Gibbs' one. Gibbs' one's killing me. He left this. Oh. No, you can't do this, Gibbs. I have to cook you first, and then you have to leave the Discord. So I'm gonna invite you back.
I'm dead. No, Dizzy, I can't. Maybe some of the messages haven't come in, but I can't see any of the messages that you're talking about. But I'm trying to read all of them. Uh, Gibbs said, "We are finished." 8744 said, "Nah." Uh, yeah. Davey T said, "LOL." Yeah, he's been trash. I'm doing it furious, bro. I'm leaving for the next 2 months. Firmino had 12 goals and assists this season. That's crazy. How? How? Mira and Fred. Mira and Fred was like a grandpa chasing his grandkids. That's crazy. Uh, yeah, so why United fans want an out of bonus when they already have Mohamed Salah?
Man.
Yeah,
Bro, technically he's your owner, you know.
this is taking the piss. So yeah, so H70. How you doing, bro? No, this is taking the piss, bro. This is taking the piss.
No, man. Oh my god. I can't believe it, bro. How you even losing 7? Oh my god. I still can't believe it, you know. My brain hasn't like
Listen,
comprehended what happened.
me and Yasser wasn't playing, man. That's on the players, man.
I know, but I still can't believe it, bro. Like to see the score like 7-0. What?
Yo, H7. So you Casemiro, what rating you give him again?
I'll give him like a 2 or something, bro. I'm not gonna fully blame your
Yeah.
midfield today, bro. I'm gonna blame your manager for your midfield today, man.
Yeah, so I give him a 2 as well. This is it. I never ever beaten Yasser in FIFA 7-0. That's crazy. That's wild. J5 said, see you in Madrid, guys. How, bro? I don't blame y'all. Everyone's leaving, bro. David T, he's a Madrid, he's a Hala Madrid, bro.
Man.
And okay, let's go with I mean that was me, right? Casemiro. So I'll go with H7 Fred, bro.
Same as Casemiro, I'll give him a 2, bro. He was let down more by his manager today and his teammates around him as well.
If what you're saying, bro.
1-1. Fred is typical Fred performance, man. He just inshallah and run. That's it, man. Just typical Fred. I don't expect nothing more, but I'm just tired. He does the same thing every game, man. And people hype it up, man. He's just a stamina merchant, man. That's it, man.
I'll give Fred a 1. I just don't think this is the game for Fred. Fred, when he plays against a team that their whole philosophy is about pressing and high energy, he just doesn't do well, bro. He just doesn't do well. Mike is here. I can't believe Mike is here.
Mike. Hey,
Mike,
Mike, thank you today. Thank you.
Oh man.
Oh man, why?
I come
Michael,
here.
thank you.
I come here in peace. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Who else is here? Who else is here?
It's
Why,
it
man?
and H7, bro.
H7. We actually matched your username as well. Nah, I come here in peace. I'm not gonna come here and banter you so much because we did that on another channel. Oh
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir.
Bro, did you even predict that today?
Hell no. Yes, sir. Bro. In all honesty, I thought you guys were gonna win 2-1.
Yeah.
I think because you guys have been really good this season. There's no cap on that. You guys have been excellent this season. Ten Hag's a brilliant manager, but today, bro,
did you see Fabinho today?
Bro.
Did you see Henderson today? Bro, am I going crazy?
No, you know what's the funniest thing? We didn't even play that good in the first half. I thought you guys actually played better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have kept the ball and kept possession, but we didn't do jack shit with it. I thought Darwin Núñez was horrific in that first half. The guy didn't know how to play football. I mean, he still doesn't know, but it was evident in the first half. And then, I mean, just the second half was magical. I've not seen a second half like that ever.
Where do you think you guys got it right and we got it wrong today?
Honestly, I just think we controlled the game and we had our heads in the game.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do with tactics or anything like it. I think tactically, Ten Hag got it spot on in the first half. I mean, Bruno should have scored and Rashford should have scored in the first half. But then the second half, as soon as the third goal went in, you saw all your players go back to what you have been in the last couple of years. Put your heads down and don't compete anymore. And you know who that stems from? That stems from your captain, Bruno Fernandes. He got cooked by Harvey Elliott on one sequence down the right. And what did he do? He just stopped there like a lamppost. He just stopped. He didn't want to defend anymore. So if your captain is doing that, how do you think your other players on the pitch are going to compete then?
Yeah, you're right,
The
bro.
captain has to be an example of what your team is about. Now, of course, you can lose 3-0 and 4-0. That happens. 7-0 to your biggest rivals. 8-7. Imagine if you lost to Tottenham 7-0, which would never happen. Imagine 8-7.
No, but you know what it is? It reminds me of the 6-0 at Stamford Bridge, bro. Back in the days. Remember
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
Wenger's 1,000
But
games,
no,
bro?
8-7. You know what the difference in that is? You guys got the red card in 5 minutes into the game.
No, I'll say 30 minutes, but it's not that. It's the first 30 minutes we gave up, bro. That's what I saw from United. Them just giving up. And then there's so much space for you to do whatever you want.
As soon as that third goal went in, you guys just flat out gave up. And
Yeah.
to be honest, most of those goals were FIFA 8 goals. I mean, somehow the ball just ricocheted into the path of Salah twice and then into Bobby. So the football gods were on our side today, and they just said, here, annihilate Manchester United at home. Do it for us. And that's what we did. And I mean, the mere fact that Mo Salah adopted Lisandro Martinez, and I rate Lisandro highly. Bro, he made him do the stanky leg. He made him do an NBA ankle breaker. That's what Salah did to Lisandro Martinez. I mean, that was just filth. And the finish by Gakpo was amazing. Oh, yes, sir, bro. You know, sometimes football is a humbler, because last week, I know you were talking, saying, our defense is garbage. And then today, your defense, which has been excellent all season, held 7. I mean, in football, you cannot predict it. And today, it just happens. Like Jibs and Yassir, even when Liverpool were garbage, and I had Konchesky and fucking Kyriakos in my team, we never held bro. 7. We never. The worst defeat I've seen is 3-0, and that was 07-08.
What about a? Was it? Nah, it wasn't a 7. It was 6-6. No. I think my bad. Sorry.
No, you're good. Because that the worst defeat I've seen is 3-0. And that's 07-08. I could never imagine a day where either United or Liverpool would beat each other 7-0. 7. Just embarrassing, man. Embarrassing for United. Hopefully for you guys, if this trend continues where you guys just give up, you got to change captain.
Yeah, 100%.
No, but it's gonna be a big wake up call for Ten Hag. I think Ten Hag is gonna see a lot of these players. They ain't got the minerals. Some of them, they ain't got the minerals.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so shameless that I thought about this exactly what David T said. I was like, no. I was like, yo, these guys need to get dope tested. They did dope or something. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw Fabinho literally winning tackles and winning the ball off of Casemiro. I was like, hey, yo, what is this? I was like, is this the same Fabinho that was getting outrun by Modric? I was like, how is this possible? Bro, I mean, you're spot on, Mike. It's I believe Bruno, there's a rumor going around that Bruno asked to get subbed off.
Really?
Yeah.
Captain Bruno.
That just shows you his mentality, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He was yelling at Erik ten Hag, saying that, because I think it was when Alenga came on, he was like, yo, why am I still on? Get me off of here, So yeah, bro, it's just it's a disgrace, man. And you're 100% right, bro. It's like, I don't mind losing to Liverpool. This is Anfield, Liverpool. As much as we made fun of the Cody Gakpos and Darwin Núñez, Man United were in for these players. Our manager wanted these players, so that means these players actually have something to them. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know much about Darwin Núñez, so I couldn't speak much about Darwin Núñez. But Cody Gakpo was a player that I liked. I watched him. I literally scouted for him at PSV. I was like, yeah, you know what? I like this player. I do. I like him. And they're in a system now that they're getting used to it. Cody Gakpo just got in January, so he's gonna take him time. Similar with Darwin Núñez, and you guys they look good. And the one thing I'll say is, bro, confidence is a drug. Mm-hmm. A lot of these players, what they needed was confidence, and seeing a 7-0 win, it's gonna be amazing for Liverpool and their confidence going forward.
No, yes, sir. We got it. We have to get top 4. I don't care. Even if we get top 4, it's a disastrous season, because I've held 3 to Seagulls, I've held 3 to Wolves, I've held 4 at Napoli, I've held 5 at the crib to Real Madrid. It's a disastrous season no matter what. this can be rectified by at least getting top 4 and getting Champions League football, because we need to overhaul that midfield. I don't care if they played well in these last 2 games. This midfield is utter garbage. I could care less. Jordan Henderson, yeah, he did well today, but man, that guy, he doesn't know how to play football. And, I mean, Darwin Núñez, he got 2 goals today. I thought he was atrocious. On the ball, link-up play was terrible, but he got 2 goals. So
But
it
that's
doesn't
Nunes.
matter.
That's literally
But
Nunes.
But
thought,
H7, you know what the funny thing is? He's actually been very good with his link-up play and overall play in the last couple of games. Today, he was terrible.
I'm
But
not
he
gonna
got
lie
2 goals.
to you, Mike. Today, I thought Cody Gakpo was unbelievable today.
That second half, he was
Bro,
bossing.
I thought Cody Gakpo, bro. I'm not even just even before the second half. That goal he scored, bro. What a goal! What a goal! I'm not gonna lie to you. He made our defense look silly. Cut in bottom corner, bro. It was
That was a nice pass by
Yeah.
Robertson as well.
But to be fair, though, Fred defensively was, I don't know what he was doing in that situation.
There was too much space, though, man.
but
That's
Mike,
why I'm not
it was
really
not-
in the midfield.
It was not even Fred. What's Dalot doing
But
in
that's
that
the thing.
position?
No, because Dalot had to press to Robertson, so then Fred had to go cover Cody Gakpo. But then Fred, you see, he goes all the way out wide. Gakpo makes a simple run. It's so
But
easy.
Mike, here's the issue though, and just going off of what Ib said, the Lord didn't have to chase. He
should have just stayed in his
He
position.
should stay in position, because what ended up happening was, you can 100% blame Fred as well, because Fred, he needs to be switched on. But if Robertson goes inside, then Fred is there. Fred can stop him. But what ended up happening was the Lord literally left his position, and Fred didn't cover Delor's position. By the time Fred even realized what was going on, the ball was in the back of the net. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So.
But yes, sir. Let me just ask one thing, because you have experienced players like Casemiro and Varane and De Gea. Like, how can they, in that situation when they're 3-0 down, lose their heads like that? Like, Casemiro has been boss man this season, but today he got bossed.
You know what it is though. It doesn't need to take. It needs to take like 1 or 2 players. If 1 or 2 players' heads gone, then the gaps are there, bro.
Yeah.
So like, as much as it seems like it's like the whole team that down tools, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Rashford kept trying till the end as well. Rashford kept running.
Yeah, he did.
But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, especially Luke Shaw and Fred and Bruno, and these guys, if 1 or 2, 3 of those players literally stop playing, the gap is there. Like, when you just don't track back, like Anthony didn't track back at all today. Delort was he's not the best defensively, but come on, he needs support.
And then even your subs, like, he brought on McSauce.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this, like, one thing that Liverpool does better than anyone at their best is high press. The high press and energy. I mean, the issue is today, like, one thing I'll say about Erik ten Hag, as much as you say he had tactically correct, Fred will always going to be a liability in this game. Yeah. Fred's weakness is when the team presses. We saw against Leeds. With Leeds United pressing energy, Fred kind of goes, like, his mind just goes crazy. He doesn't know how to deal with that. And then we're in this situation where Casemiro is literally the only midfielder that literally has to hold down the entire midfield. So, and what ended up happening was Henderson and Fabinho double teamed that Casemiro and took Casemiro out of the game. So it's GG's at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me just let's finish up the player ratings. I don't know what we gave Fred. I think we all gave Fred a 1. Mike, since you're here, you might as well join as well. Weghorst, bro. What do you thought about him?
Waste of space. What did he do in the game? Generally,
I don't know.
I don't like. First, he started as striker, and then he moved to his great position of a number 10, and I thought he was useless, genuinely useless. What did he offer to the game? Nothing. Like, okay, you can do it against lower opposition because Weghorst maybe has a bit more time and he can bully defenders. When you're going up against Ibu, Konate, a beast of a player, and Van Dijk, he's been playing better in the last couple of games, you're not going to get that sort of time and space on the ball. So Weghorst, I mean, I thought he was atrocious, bro. He showed why he was playing at Besiktas earlier this season. Max, I would give him 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Okay. Let's see. H7, you agree with that?
Yeah, but I'll be real with you. He should have not started. If I was to manage it, I'm starting an actual midfielder because Why am I gonna be playing a striker in the 10, bro? Why?
Yeah. No, I agree. If do you have anything to say, bro?
I would give him a one, like literally. I'll give him a one. But I just want to ask one question: like, how is he 6'7", but he never wins anything in the air?
I don't get it. Like,
There's a way. It's hard to describe it, guys. There's a way to win area. You can be short, tall, whatever, bro. Like, there's something you got to do, and he doesn't have that something, bro. That
He's
little, like,
6'7", H7, he's 6'7".
it's some weird thing to describe to you, bro. I remember when he came to the Emirates, bro. Gabriel and Saliba kept on like winning against him, bro. But then you had what's the name, Ivan Toney. He's way shorter than him, bullying Saliba, bro. So it's about how you do it, bro. It's not about like how tall you are, bro.
yo, Andy, well, welcome to the stream, bro.
Yes, sir. Long time, bro.
Long time, bro.
Long
Long time.
time.
Your thoughts about the game, bro, and your player rating for Weghorst.
Oh my god, I cannot believe we lost 7-0 today. Like, unbelievable. Now, let me say hello to everyone in the chat, everyone on the panel.
Yeah.
My god. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say about this because, to be honest, I'm not angry. You see, I'm not even angry. You know me,
Yeah.
when we're in the Discord chats, I'm not even angry. I'm just annoyed with the fact that these men went to Anfield and had 7 dropped on their heads by 2 players that they were linked to, and they didn't reply at all. Like, it just doesn't make no sense. Like, when are these men gonna have their sense of professional pride and go, do you know what, we can't keep having these results against us? But unfortunately, some of these men need to be held accountable. And all these people online and in spaces saying, oh, it's the Glazers' fault. Brother, the Glazers were not on the field when we're holding 7. That is a whole different conversation for another day. We need to talk about certain man like Bruno Fernandes, like Anthony, like Delo, Luke Shaw, David De Gea. We need to talk about Casemiro's performance today, even though I'm not 100% sure he was fit, but we need to talk about it. We need to talk about Fred, Weghorst, Rashford went missing as well. Even though people say he didn't get service, it's still, you're there. Do something. Like, it is what it is. We held 7. But my problem is not that we held 7. My problem is, how are these men going to react against Betis? Let's see what they'll do then.
Yeah, so we're going through the player ratings and we're at Weghorst, bro. What rating are you giving him?
Weghorst, bro, I might give him a. I might have to give him a 4. I don't think he was effective at all today. Like, his job is to come in and the ball's supposed to fall to his feet and he's supposed to, like, people are able to play off him, but today he was just so ineffective.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us gave him a 2, 1s and stuff like that.
Ooh, damn, I'm being generous then. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
bro, I don't think a player. So we went through from like the hay and up, and we're at Weghorst right now, and I don't think a player got anything above a 2.
All right, then if I'm gonna be fully honest, everyone's
Yeah.
1. Everyone's 1 or 0. Everyone gets 1 or 0, man. Like, I cannot.
Yeah.
I've just tried to be like nice,
Yeah.
but nah, everyone's got 1 or 0s. Like, I can't defend the 11 that went to play this football match today. Like, that was absolutely unacceptable.
Bro, we'll stay on you though. What your thoughts on Anthony, whatever his name is, performance today, bro? I can care
Oh.
less to pronounce his name correct.
Yes, yes,
But I don't, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Shout out to Iron Robin. Iron Robin was predictable, but the guy was, and you cannot stop him. And you're like, you know what? You allowed him. You're like, you know what? We all know what he's gonna do, but you can't stop him. Anthony, you're not Iron Robin. Do something different for God's sake. You act the whole time, gets the ball, cuts in, crosses, gets the ball, cuts in, shoots, gets the ball, cuts in, pass. He cannot even touch the ball with his right foot. He cannot take the ball, even fake, drive 5 yards, cut back in, but none of that. So I've never been so frustrated with a player than Anthony, because I knew since the game has started, when I saw Konate and Van Dijk, I knew they're gonna muck up every cross he had, because his cross was so predictable. It was annoying, bro. No, I'm my bad, but well, your opinion on
No,
that?
it's fine because I have. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest. This might be Anthony might be Ten Hag's Maguire, because this is the one that, like, Martinez. Do you know what? Yeah, Martinez will get the pass because these are two players that's played in Ten Hag's system. So I expect at least you two to know how Ten Hag wants to play. It's not there yet, but at least you'll understand what he's going to play. Martinez seems to have figured out how Ten Hag wants to do things, but Anthony, brother, I know it's not you that set that price tag, but bro, you need to fix up or hold bench. Like
No, no,
I
exactly.
can't be
No,
having them performances. No,
and
no, because if he's not scoring goals, what is he doing?
no,
If
it's
he's
not
not
that.
tracking back or it's a defender, what is he doing? If you're not going to impact, the only reason why people give him a pass so fast because they say, oh, it's because his first year in this league. The Newcastle game, he did well because he tracked back and he rattled the Newcastle players. But other than that, what is Anthony doing on the field?
No, HJ, you were saying something, bro?
No, I was gonna say, you know how he said, "Oh, I know you didn't set yourself the price tag." He actually set himself the price tag. He did an interview with Fabrizio just before your move. He's like, "Oh, the club. I'm saying, they're saying Man United saying I'm worth 100 million. Why are you not trying to accept that deal?" He forced this move to you lot, so
Yeah,
he's
he
fully aware
forced
that
the move, but that doesn't mean he's the one that's saying, I am 90 million.
he did.
No
He
one
legit
on
said
here
that in the
can tell.
interview.
No, 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 no. No
Bro,
one
No,
here
go
but
on
can
the
tell me
interview.
they thought Anthony
I'm
was
gonna send the
90
interview
million.
to Yasser to send it to you, and then you watch the interview. He legit said, "I'm £100 million player. You might as well sell me and make that money." He legit said that, bro. So
Brother,
no, hold him to that standard.
he's thinking about Ajax getting the bag. That's what he's thinking about. He ain't thinking, no, he's not £100 player. Like,
By the way,
bro,
I'm just letting you know, he forced the move, so he forced the situation. So he's
that's
he's
fine.
expected with his
I'm
expectation.
just more annoyed with the fact that you know what Ten Hag wants, but every other week that I'm watching this guy, it's not looking good.
Yeah. Ibs, bro, your thoughts on Anthony, bro?
I don't even know what to say anymore about Anthony. Like, he's worse than I never really rated him crazy high, even at Ajax, but he's just I can hear echo.
I'll mute myself.
Yeah.
Uh, nah, but I'll say it. I don't even rate him that highly, but like I've never seen a one-footed player like this. Like his shooting is so obvious. He doesn't shoot near post. He just goes around the same corner. He's the most obvious player. Like
Mhm.
use some of your right foot to fake it to evade the players, but he does the same thing every game and it doesn't work. And for some reason, he's not working on his weaknesses. Like that's the problem with him. Like I don't blame him for the price tag because that's United's fault. Like we can't negotiate nothing. Like we buy players that are worth 50 million. We end up spending 80 million. That happens with every player, but. He's just a garbage player. There's nothing more to say. Just garbage.
Yo, Mike, your thoughts on an objective thought, I guess.
On Anthony, look, I think for him, he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
And the thing
Yeah.
at Ajax was he had Masrowi making overlapping run over overlapping run, which then allowed him to get more space, could then obviously drag a defender. Anthony needs to sort of develop his game more. And I think, look, it's his first season, so you got to catch him some slack. But he's just, look, if you can just stop him from cutting inside,
Yeah.
you're done. You've done your job. This guy doesn't track back. And he gets frustrated very, very easily. If you're a little bit physical on Anthony, you rattle him. So he needs to calm down because we know in the Premier League it's a very physical league. And once you see an opponent do that to Anthony, all the rest of the left backs in the Premier League will start doing that to him and get into his head. So Anthony needs to mature his game a little bit. Look, he's a young player with a huge price tag. I did see these sort of scenarios at Ajax where he would just cut inside over and over again. But the problem is he doesn't have the pace of Robin. He can't go on the outside with his right foot and put it across because it doesn't seem like he wants to. So this is the problem with Anthony. I mean, for today, I mean, he got a shot off, but what else did he do? He got rattled by Robbo.
Yeah, I mean I hate Robbo, but that's what he does though.
Yeah, he does, man.
Yeah, he's a shithousery of the. He's like the king of it in the Premier League. Like the guy is, oh my god. So guys, what rating are we giving Anthony, bro? Are we saying
I think 2 is fine.
2? Anyone
I'll
disagree?
say
with
1. I'm saying 1.
I'll say 1. I'll say 1 as well.
I'm saying 1.
I'm saying 0.
Wow. So I'll go with a 1. So I'm just gonna give him a 1. I don't even know which one to go for now.
Play in the world. Let's start with the best player in the world.
No one said he was the best player in the world.
No one here said that he was the best player in the world. But there's been the best player in the world discussions recently, so he is the best player in the world.
Yes,
he's not the best player in the world.
Listen, guys, everyone has a bad game. Even Messi have a bad game, so it is what it is. Let's go with Bruno. Actually, let's go with El Capitan. El Capitan. I'll start with this one, bro.
Bruno is the most annoying player. I kind of like when rivals talk about him. I agree with everything they say, like that, and that's bad. Like literally, like he's the most annoying player. All he does is just. All I see him all game is just he moans at the ref. That's the most he does. He moans at the ref. He cries. He moans at the ref, and his passing is shocking. Like I don't think he's worthy of being a Man United captain. Like he's up there with like as bad captain as Maguire, man. Like sorry, like every game I don't see him leading the team. I don't see him leading nothing. Like he doesn't inspire. I don't see how he inspires his teammates and he inspires them to run harder, to work more for the team. Like literally, all he does is just moan at the referees. That's all I see him do every game. So I give him a 1. I give him a 1.
That's nice. That's actually you being too nice, my bro. If I was you, bro, he's the captain, bro. That's extra. Like you have to be leading. You have to be on point, bro. You have to make sure your teammates' heads are not going down, bro. And he failed in all of that, bro. He failed, bro. And he's meant to be our captain, bro. Big Man United, bro. For me, he's getting a -5, bro. If that's even possible.
-5.
Bro, if that's even possible, bro.
Brother, he's the captain of Man United. Like, he needs to be showing the levels. Like, how is my man asking? I don't know if this is 100% true, but someone said he was asking Ten Hag to take him off,
Yeah, that's
bro.
Wild.
Like, nah, you can't be. Nah, I'm sorry, but you can't be doing. Like, do you know what? I have time for Bruno Fernandes. I have time for this guy, but every time I give this guy time, he does this. He does something like this. Like, Mike, answer me this. Wasn't he was good up to a point through the World Cup, and he was doing well with some performances.
I would say he was good in
he
the
was
first
decent.
game.
He wasn't like world
16.
class. Yeah, he wasn't like super amazing. Like, and then some performances after the World Cup, he stopped the hero ball and started just doing the simple stuff, and he was doing well. Why is he reverting back to the hero ball and the whining and whinging? Brother, get up, do your thing. Was it the foul in the box that he could have been clean through on goal if he had just stayed on his feet?
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he fell over.
Yeah, the Allison one, yeah.
Why are you falling over? Just finish the chance instead. Oh, let me fall over and get a pen. You ain't getting a pen because everyone knows you are diving so-and-so. Just get up and get on with it.
Yes.
All right, let me speak on this guy because it's time to be shameless. Right? It's time to be shameless.
No, you have to be, Mike.
Because,
you say, will it?
Okay, because
you're allowed to
if there's one player I hate of Manchester United, it is Bruno Fernandes. This guy plays like a rat, and he might look like one as well, because his shirt number is number 8. He gets a -8 today. You have to set by example, and he did not do that. There's one thing where if you're good on the ball, but you're just diving around, it gets to a point like, if I'm a teammate of his and if I see my guy doing that on my team, I'm going to be like, bro, fix up. Just stay on your feet and let's play the game. But this guy's whining. He's complaining. He's not good on the ball today. He stops running and chasing after Harvey Elliott. I'm pretty sure Fernandez has more pace than Harvey Elliott because that guy is slow. Fernandez was an absolute diabolical just waste of space today for Manchester United. Also, he should have scored that chance with the header. He should have scored it. He
Yeah,
just got on target.
jeez.
He had Trent was sleeping. He had a free header at the back post. He could have easily picked the corner and he missed it. I mean, Bruno Fernandes was look. He has been at the hands of massive beatings for United. He was there for 6-1 Tottenham. He was there for 5-0, 4-0 last season to Liverpool. He's been on the hands of this. He's always in the team.
6-3 today this year to City.
6-3
6-3.
City,
6-3 to
4-0
City,
to
4-0
Brighton.
Brighton.
He's always there, Bruno Fernandes. He should
4-0
understand
Brentford.
when it gets to 3-0, 2-0, you have to calm down the players and actually be a leader. But today, if this is true, your reports that you guys are saying that he wanted to be subbed off, if I'm a player and I see my leader doing that, I'm like, bro, you get that captain's armband and you don't wear it anymore. Give it to Casemiro. Give it to Varane. Give it to Lisandro, even though Lisandro got adopted today. You give it to those guys because those guys will die on the pitch. Bruno, the guy just gives up. And he flat out gave up today at 3 or 4-0 whenever he said that to Ten Hag. So, yeah, I mean, look, if there's one player I'm happy that got this beating, it is Bruno Fernandes because I just despise the guy. He's a wonderful footballer, but off everything else around the game, I don't like it whatsoever.
He had he came out for the interview. So usually they send like a couple of guys to speak to the press. So right after the game, he came out the interview and he said similar things that it seemed like him and Eric Ten Hag were on the same page. He said something like, "Oh, we had a decent first half, but the second half that was not our standard. We let ourselves down, all that stuff, right?" But I 100% agree with you guys. You got to lead by an example. I feel like sometimes with Bruno, it's like he just even the way he plays, the position he plays so freely, and at times you need to be more disciplined. And that's one thing we never get from Bruno. We're never gonna. I feel like I gave up an idea of getting a disciplined Bruno, like that. We're never gonna get that. We're gonna get the free roaming, the guy that's pretty much everywhere, the guy that's pretty much like you have to like remember exactly what position he's playing. Because at one moment he's at the right, then he's on the left, then he's at the 10. So that's just Bruno. And if Bruno is not being effective, then he does cause some harm to the team. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's just honest truth. And I would have liked the manager to take him off at some point and literally take him off, bring on like another midfielder or something like that. They do something, but yeah, man. I guess yeah.
My bad, bro. Look, me and Ibs, yeah, we play pro clubs together and with other guys. We always speak about negative players, yeah. Players that will do sometimes good stuff for you, but they'll bring a lot of bad.
Yeah.
It's a net negative.
Man.
Well,
It's
I
legit a
feel
net
like
negative.
Ten Hag is trying this whole Dusan Tadic with Bruno Fernandes, and it's
Yeah.
not working, bro.
But I said it, bro. Like I said Bruno's gonna be like the Dusan Tadic of that. That's what Ten Hag. Here's the thing, guys. Bruno, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of Bruno. Bruno is I'm one of Bruno's fans. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Bruno is he's one of the players that he doesn't play well in a game, but he is effective. But the issue, if Bruno is not effective, then we have an issue, bro. And that's the issue with Bruno. Like, bro, if you're not being effective, then there's no point of you being on the pitch. Like you had an opportunity to score today, you didn't. There's even opportunities where Bruno had like I believe the goal we almost scored because he was offside that he gave to Anthony. But it's starting to like the Allison situation, like the decision making of Bruno today was so diabolical, especially in the final third. That I'm like, bro, come on, like make like I always have to scream at the TV and be like, yo, make the right decision for Bruno. I'm just getting tired of it, bro. So I'm gonna give Bruno a 1 as well. RDS joined us, bro. RDS joined us, bro. How you doing, man?
Oh man, I mean, you probably all. You saw me getting cooked on HH's stream, man. You all saw me getting cooked,
Yeah,
family, man.
RDS, man.
Yeah,
The
I was.
Discord, RDS, the Discord is cooking you as well, man.
I
Oh
know,
my
man. I know,
days.
man. I know. But hey, I'm a man. I'll take it. I'll take it. You go on and you back it. You back your team, man. You know what? It is what it is. So,
yeah.
but I
RDS,
don't know. Yeah. Go on. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we're doing the play ratings, and we were on Fernandez. So, your thoughts on Bruno's performance today? Not only as a performance as a player, but as a captain of the club, bro.
Do you do like negative ratings, man?
We did.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it was.
I've been doing it. I've been doing it.
I
RDS,
think
but
Mike said
-5.
-8, and then
Minus,
8 said.
minus,
Yeah, I
oh,
mean,
bro.
I'd probably go -5, maybe not go down as -8, So, but I mean, yeah, it's at the end of the day, like you're like I was saying to I think Eddie in one of the shows that like before people had their scapegoats, remember? So you could blame Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer, he's this. They could blame Maguire, Bance Maguire, McTominay's this, Pogba's that, CR7 Ronaldo, whatever. So all those scapegoats are not involved in this game. So who do you have to go to? And at the end of the day, Bruno is the captain on the pitch. So when you need your leader, the person to go to who needs to maintain the composure, rile team, etc. He didn't do that. He wasn't a captain today, and he wasn't even a midfielder today. Like I'm expecting Bruno, when you're 2-3-0 down to think, right, okay, I'm not saying you give up, but you're like, we need to compose ourselves. We need to just not humiliate ourselves. So you know what? I'm going to drop back. You know when you play football, right? Like sometimes when you play football and 5-a-side and something, and you'll get just being dominated by another team, and you're like, we're not going to lose this. We need to kind of come back, reinforce. So you know what? I'm just going to hang back for a while and defend and just make it harder for the other team.
Yes.
I didn't see that with United. I didn't see that with Bruno. I just saw let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go again. The lack of football intelligence from him and the rest of the team and our captain was nonsensical. Like Grimsby Town wouldn't do that. They would just park the bus in the last 20-25 minutes to not embarrass themselves. Why did he not think that, or at least communicate to the team to do that? Why are we still going ahead and bombing forward in the 80 whatever it's minute, being 6-0 up, and you're still being countered 4-3? So that comes from that probably comes from the manager, but no doubt definitely comes from the captain. So yeah, -5 for me for Bruno, man. That waste man today.
I mean, yeah. And then we'll stick with you, RDS. Marcus Rashford,
Best player in the world.
H7, mute your mic, bro. Mute your...
Is that H7? H7, mute your mic, man. Just relax.
I can't. I mean,
H7.
do I? I can't. Obviously, he didn't have a good game today. So, but like, I can't say that we lost because of Rashford. That would be a bit kind of like he had maybe 1 or 2 chances that he could have buried. So, but I don't think the team capitulated because of Marcus Rashford. Like he just like all the other players, he just didn't have a good game. He just wasn't in the game at all today.
RDS, one thing I'll say about Rashford is I'll give him credit. He didn't stop running throughout the whole game. When everyone else quit, bro, he was the only player that was actually running, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
trying to do something.
Yeah, but that's because he's from Manchester, the Manchester lad, so he understands it, So, but and also that's a minimum.
Yeah.
That's a minimum. Running around in a derby away from home is a minimum. I mean,
we didn't do that though, RDS. Did we even do the minimum? Did we?
No, I know, and that's why with Bruno, I think there was one point where I think part where Elliot skinned Bruno,
Yes.
and he stopped, and I was like, and it's the same. It's the same reason when I if people remember on H's show when I went off at Messi when Liverpool scored them at Anfield. No, was it Liverpool? No. When they got destroyed by Bayern. I remember when Messi lost the ball, he got skinned by. Was it
Alphonso
Was
Davis?
it
Muller? Alfonso. I think it was Alfonso. Yeah.
Alfonso? It was
And
Alfonso.
and he was the captain, and he just stood there.
RDS, Messi has an
Yeah.
excuse, bro. The guy was
Sorry?
back then. How old? He has an excuse, Messi, bro. He was like what, 30-something years old. He's coming to the end of his career. You're not gonna expect him to have that passion and all that shit running after.
No. But this is what I'm saying. No. But the thing is, when you're a captain, that's my point. When you're a captain, because he was captain just like Bruno. When you're captain and your team is losing, okay, you don't, especially when you lose the ball, are like, nah, I'm gonna stop. I don't try.
Nah, but
You don't
compare those two situations, RDS. That's what I'm saying. I just can't, because I'm comparing also the situation of the team you're playing against. You're playing against Bayern. You're playing against a
No, I don't accept that as when you're the captain. When you are the captain.
No, I'm not saying accept
Okay.
it. I'm saying I'm not going to compare the situation. I'm not going to say, oh,
Nah,
Bruno's Messi.
but even so, it doesn't matter if it's Liverpool, if it's Brighton, if it's Brentford, anybody. My captain should be the last man standing.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like when I use the Messi example, the point when I use that is that you as the captain, you are the last man. You set the example. It doesn't matter which team you're playing against, you getting battered by, whatever it is. Everyone on that team looks to you for the leadership. So when you're getting scored, you just throw your hands up in the air like Bruno did today, or like when Messi did that to Bayern, or whoever other captain does, and you're getting cooked. The responsibility goes on you because the other players are like, well, if he's given up, and we've given up, and your manager can't do anything from the sidelines, so you're going to get the most criticism. So as far as I'm concerned, Bruno Fernandes is the player. He wasn't the worst player, but he's the most responsible player in this game because he gave up before Rashford, before other players, and that was totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%, I agree with that.
Yeah. So what you giving Rashford? RDS.
I'll give him let's say a 2. I'll give him a 2.
You know what's crazy? RDS, like that no one got above a 2 in this whole play ratings, bro. No one did.
I mean, I guess the only thing I'll say is like, is there anything that David De Gea could have done about any of the goals?
No, because all the goals came from mistakes.
No, he was unlucky, but bro, he held 7.
It's not even that, RDS. He brings pressure. Like his passing, like it causes so much pressure.
No, but the goals. Okay, I agree with that. But to be honest, the majority of the goals weren't because the majority of goals were counter-attack goals.
Exactly.
We're being counter-attacked. Like it wasn't because De Gea passed the ball out and we got pressed and we won and scored. Most of the time, it was like Liverpool scored goals when we were attacking them, and we lost the ball in transition, and then they ran at us on the fullback, and then we conceded.
The thing that we're supposed to be good at, Liverpool has just done it to us 7 times.
Pretty much.
But
yeah.
apparently, it's De Gea's fault that Fred can't hold the ball and pass it, or Casemiro loses the ball. And
no, one thing I do agree with. Lau, Ib said something that I cannot disagree with in terms of De Gea is when we're playing a game against a team like Liverpool that presses you, bro. The fact that when De Gea boots the ball and we keep losing the 50-50, at this point you're just giving the ball back to them. And that's one thing I do agree with people that criticize De Gea today. We're like, it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, we do need an extra player that can play with his feet. If Fred cannot retain the ball, if Diego Dalot is doing the madness that he was doing today, I thought the guy, his head was just gone today since minute 1. God. Like we had majority of our players couldn't even hold the ball. Like it got to a point where like even like when the players were not being pressed, they just were losing the ball. Like Luke Shaw was just losing the ball out of nothing. So like one thing I will blame with De Gea is like the fact that he doesn't play out the back that just show that we just have less men playing the ball. We have less men to like take pressure away from us. Because at the end of the day, like yes, we're at one point when we were losing 3-0, Man United, what we needed to do was just sustain the ball, to keep the possession, just hold on to the ball, kind of like calm down the game. But no,
Mhm.
we ended up just losing the ball, giving back to them, and then Liverpool just ripped us apart. So that's the one thing I'll say about De Gea is there's nothing you can do about him because he's not a guy that can ever gonna play the ball from his feet like an Ederson or Allison or all these other guys. But at the end of the day, when we actually need someone that we can pass the ball back to, and he can just like pass it to the left back or pass it to the right back and kind of like calm the situation. We just don't have that with De Gea.
But
So
that still doesn't explain 7-0. Like
yeah,
It
you have
doesn't.
you have worse. You have like I said, Grimsby Town, Scarborough, all those
yeah.
teams wouldn't have held 7 to. There has to be the whole team today lacked football intelligence. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how good you are ability wise. It doesn't matter how good you are in terms of your physical fitness or athleticism. If the first thing is that your brain is gone, then all the other stuff doesn't matter. And in this game, almost all the players, they left their brains in. They must have left. I don't know what Ten Hag said at half time, but they must have left their brains in the changing rooms.
1000%. No,
I don't get it.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't get it. Like we concede the goal, the first one, just before like half time, a few minutes. Come out second half, within 2 minutes, these men are already conceding another goal. Like, how comes none of them were able to just clear the ball out after it was bouncing in the box so many times? Like, why do they always switch off at the beginning and just after they come out for the second half? Like, it's not even something that is an anomaly. This is a regular occurrence that keeps happening now.
Yeah.
Some of these men go to sleep and then they ship this many goals. Like, it's not an anomaly that we've conceded 6 to City, 7 today, 4 against Brentford.
I just didn't
Why?
expect us to lose this game.
Yeah,
We
I
did.
expected to at least get a 2-1 this year.
Yeah,
At
it was
least.
crazy, bro.
No, I didn't think. I know people thought it was a reverse things, but I didn't think that we were going to win at Anfield and maybe because I'm older than you guys, but like even under Sir Alex Ferguson,
Nah,
it was
I
it
remember.
was always difficult to go play at Anfield because I was always like the Scousers will always. It doesn't matter how crap they are. It doesn't
They
matter who their
always find
manager
a
is.
way.
They will always try and always. So when I was seeing United fans for whatever reason on Twitter being like, "Yeah, they got slapped by Madrid," I don't care about Madrid. Madrid aren't Liverpool's rivals. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter that Liverpool beat Madrid at 5-something. They're not their rivals. Barcelona, that same Real Madrid went to play Barcelona just now and they lost. Why? Because Barcelona and Madrid are rivals.
Yeah. Oh yes, remember I think was it 7 or 8 or 8-9? We were in such great form and we lost to a Dirk Kuyt hat trick. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Brother, oh my god! And I understand where I can say, "Oh yeah, 2-1," because I thought maybe these men might actually have changed their mentality to go to Anfield and do something. Lo and behold, these men
Bro,
held
yes,
7.
No.
yes, what I agree, man. I got head out.
Yeah.
This was a good show. I can't lie. I shouldn't have laughed as much as I should, but you know
I
what?
like.
God,
It's just the hate I have for you lot. It's just the hate I have for you lot. But remember this, guys. Hate is
8-7,
a form of hate is a form of respect. So,
Yeah.
end of the day, as much as I
8-7.
hate you lot, it comes from a form of
8-7.
respect.
You better win
Guys,
that league
we're
title.
backing
But you know
Arsenal to
what,
win the
guys?
league, man. Come on.
I gotta
100%.
go.
Come on, Arsenal.
I gotta go, guys.
8-7. You
Peace. By the
better
way, Man
win
United
that
are still in
league
the title
title.
race. You lot are still in the title
8-7. You
race.
better win that league title,
You lot are still in the
bro.
title race. Don't worry.
Relax,
You lot are
Huh?
still in the
No,
title
we're
race.
not. No, we're not.
We
We
lost
told
7-0.
you.
You got a game in
We
hand. You got
told
a
you
game in hand.
already, brother. We
No.
told you already. We
We're
ain't in
not
no
gonna do
title
that.
race. You lot just can't accept it that we said we're not in a title race.
No, you
Bro,
lot are still
there's
in
a
the title race. Even though
look.
you're 14 points behind, you're still in the title race.
Now do Rival fans like H7? Do you guys not understand why we couldn't commit to being in a title race? We lost
No, I
7-0
know.
at Anfield. Well, come on, we know our club. We know our team.
I'm not still committing
Nah,
that we're in the title race. I'm still saying this is good form, innit? Like,
bro,
I'm doing the same shit as you lot, bro.
I'm
So
not
don't
gonna
worry.
lie to you. When you this always happens to us United fans. When we trust this team, Well, we believe in this team. That's when they let us down. No, it's
Oh
not
my
like they
God.
don't let us down when like we don't believe in them, or we're like, you know what, we're like a little bit pessimistic. We're not that optimistic. But once the optimism is at an extreme high, Man United players are like, and this is what they do. You know what? Hold my beer. We got this. We got this. You like all the United fans were saying the shit that we were talking, the chess we came out with, bro. It seems like they do it on purpose. They're like, we're gonna disappoint you guys. Yes, like come on, bro. Like, are you serious?
Guys, I'm so sorry, bro. But bro, it's what you
Ah,
needed it. You needed this. I
Oh
don't care what you
man.
lot told me. You needed this to happen.
Bro,
today.
we were saying Roberto Carlos. People were calling, not me. People were
Huh?
saying Marcus Rashford was gonna potentially win the Ballon d'Or. I was
What?
like,
you didn't.
not
Yeah,
me.
man.
No,
You
I mean,
did say
Yeah,
that.
are
You did
we
say
gonna
that.
lie on lie?
listen. Once
You
upon
do
a
the
time,
line
no. I was one who started it. But when I saw like big channels, bro, I saw Mark Gerbich on the United States saying Marcus Rashford could win the Ballon d'Or. He said it. I couldn't believe it because I was like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. I was like, yo, that sounds like my flow. Was it bars for
Word
bars?
for word, bar for bar.
I was like,
Oh my
what's going
days.
on here? People were actually saying Marcus Rashford could win the Ballon d'Or and all that stuff. And I was
I
like,
mean,
yo,
he still has more goals than Chelsea Football Club have this season. So
that is true. That is
so let's
Yes, we
true.
can't be
let's
shameless
out, guys,
today.
guys,
Over
guys,
Nah,
peace, guys, peace, guys, yeah.
that's not time for that.
no. I couldn't deal with I could take the banter from Liverpool, Arsenal, and City fans, but I couldn't take.
But
I found it difficult taking it from Chelsea
Chelsea
fans.
fans,
It was difficult. It was like I don't
Chelsea and
understand.
Spurs fans. Oh,
Like
bro.
you spent £1 billion and you're 10th, and like you're like, oh ha, we're better than you. It's like I don't get it though. Like we're third and we have a trophy.
But
Like
we
it's
lost. We deserve every smoke. Like we lost 7-0 today. Like
no,
we
we
Yeah,
deserve
do, we do, we
everything.
deserve the
seven.
smoke. We
yeah,
deserve
but
the smoke.
from
We deserve the
Chelsea fans,
smoke.
come
But from
on, bro.
Chelsea fans, nah,
I
come on,
don't
I
care.
can't say
It could
that.
be Chelsea. It could be Bournemouth.
Especially,
Like we deserve it.
Bro,
We
especially
deserve
it's
it.
yeah. Go
that
ahead, go
man looking for the hair follicles on his head. That guy with
ahead.
shades. This guy be talking a lot,
Oh
and
man,
he says a lot. He better get past Dortmund.
bro, they
Oh,
scored one
No.
goal. They scored one goal in the entire February. How do you score one goal in a month?
oh
How?
my God.
Bro, not.
Goal of the
I'm gonna
month.
tell you this: they scored a goal in March, right? For Fana, right? They won't score another goal. I'll say it. They won't score
Deep
another
it.
goal.
Someone in my WhatsApp said that just before I come on here. Like, we've got our goal of the month already. Watch us not score any more goals.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey,
Guys.
anything to keep Potter in, man. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
so like
Yeah,
that's the
man.
thing. So it is what
Wait,
it is.
yes, yeah. You going on that hangout? Are you going on that hangout
I
later?
already did though. I went on the one that RDS went on. I'm not gonna lie to
No,
you.
I'm talking about this. I think there's gonna be one tonight.
The
Innit? Are you
big
going on that
one
one?
tonight where
I'm
you're gonna
tired. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm
Uh,
tired.
I'm
I don't
tired
want
as
to talk
well.
about this no more. I wanna just chill.
yes,
Forget
yeah.
about this.
Get
tonight.
off social media. Get off YouTube. Just relax.
Bro, the amount of
Yeah,
people that
Uh,
was tagging me today and RDS,
same.
bro, it's just like, bro,
bro.
leave us alone.
Hey, to be fair, I keep on saying, well, at least we turned up, man. At least we turned up. I had the side eye of the players, the people that when their team got battered and smoked, that they didn't make an appearance.
Oh,
So
exactly.
the Liverpool Madrid
Bro.
post match, I was like, where are these man? Where are these Liverpool fans? Liverpool Madrid, where are they? They're not there, not present.
Undisputed.
You know,
RDS, by the way, RDS.
Barcelona, when we went through, oh, where are the Barca fans? Where are they gone and stuff? Now suddenly everyone is now appearing because we got cooked. But
RDS,
Yeah,
it
it's
is what it is.
7-0.
apparently they drew today, Real Madrid. So the team
Yeah,
that
did
bro,
they drew
they drew today to
drew
Betis
today,
0-0,
bro?
bro. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Um, I'm gonna do
Yeah,
some of the comments, guys.
yeah, go on.
Gibbs said, Michael, don't cook us. This is my guy, man. David T said, haven't we suffered enough?
Shout out David T.
Yes, 100%. They found it, bro. I'm not kidding, bro. I thought about it. I was like, yo, that's inhalers, bro. Where did club find this inhalers, bro? I've never seen Gakpo run like that. I have never seen Gakpo run like that, bro. The guy was running, bro, running us ragged. I was like, bro. What's going
I
on here?
told you, he heard us. He heard us on the timeline when we said we didn't need him.
When we were saying 007, bro. Whenever,
Bro,
uh,
this was the wrong 007 we were thinking about. What is going on,
yeah,
man?
bro.
I have to.
The only way I can be at peace if Chelsea lose to Dortmund 100%. Bruno is a waste of space.
No. Chelsea have to be embarrassed by Dortmund out there for me to have peace.
I don't
Like,
think
not
they
just a
will.
loss, you know.
But they are
I
top of their
don't even
league,
think they
so
will. I don't
Or
even
get
think they will.
relegated. That's the alternative, you know. So,
Oh God, could you imagine?
yeah, if they got relegated, then yeah, that would take the cake after billions spent, you know. So, but
100%, bro.
that ain't gonna happen. So, I'm just gonna
I
enjoy the
don't.
fact that we have CL football next season and they won't, you know. So
I look.
that's
Some
it.
people
I
are
don't.
saying. Some people are saying that Liverpool could catch us. You know, like there's murmurs.
No, see. This is what I was trying to say in the hangout. I was saying that like it's possible, but what I would say is that the same thing happened earlier in the season when they beat City. They were playing badly. They beat City, and everyone was saying, "Yeah, they're back." But then they go away to Forest and they lose. So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, if we win our next game against at home to Southampton and they lose their next game, nothing has changed.
Who is their next game, by the way?
It's Bournemouth away, so they probably
Bournemouth
won't win.
away.
They'll
Yeah.
destroy
They'll
them,
win.
bro.
You know.
That's the worst team in the
Unless-
league, bro. Come
But
on.
Yeah,
no,
but
but the
then
thing is,
unless they do what they did to Arsenal, maybe.
Bro, they should
I
get
don't-
relegated just for that.
the thing though is that in fairness, Liverpool's away form this season has actually not been that great. I have no doubt that Anfield form has been great, but their away form this season is actually total garbage. So I know that Liverpool will aside from this Real Madrid game, but I know that in the league that Liverpool are going to drop points away from home. You know, they will. You know,
The
so
problem is they cooked Bournemouth 9-0 already.
at
I
Anfield,
can't lie though, man.
At
Yeah,
Anfield.
it was
I
at
might.
Anfield, wasn't it?
you know, Anfield. That was at Anfield. Yeah.
RDS, I think we gave them life, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We
I
gave
won't be-
them life.
Bro, I don't.
Um,
I'm
No,
not,
but yes, it. I think I might take a break from United for a bit, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. For a little bit, man.
Well, they still have to play. They still have to play Arsenal and City, don't they? Again.
At Etihad and
Yeah. So I can't see. Arsenal have to go to
Anfield.
to Anfield.
Anfield.
Arsenal won the league. Arsenal won the league. It's done. They won it.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so too.
Arsenal won the league. I said Arsenal won the league. It's a wrap. They won it.
Well, by the time they have to beat Liverpool at Anfield to confirm that, though, man.
Yeah.
Man, City are not consistent like that, man. City are gonna fall off as well. City are gonna lose the 1 or 2 matches or draw a couple games.
They'll drop points. They'll drop points. You know.
Dizzy said, did you know that today was actually the 7th straight game Liverpool have a loss in Anfield to United in the league?
Yeah, I knew
We've
that.
only
Yeah.
scored 1 goal in 7 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
1 goal.
The mentality, hold on. Gibbs said the mentality of this team is horrendous. Yep.
Facts.
J Twist said Lissandro can.
Yeah, he did.
Another one.
He did, man. He did.
I think Briggs was referring to Bruno. But please sell that bomb. J Twist said the Dutch tree trunk can't play another minute. That's a wake horse, I believe he's referring to. Barca extended their 7-point gap. Y'all said.
I'm dizzy. Like, relax.
That's man. Too many teams you've invested in are dropping points.
Bro, I'm saying, like, I cannot believe Madrid, bro. Liverpool better not drop any points away. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. If Bournemouth does something against Liverpool, bro, I don't know what I'm
to.
Bro, I'm gonna.
The point is, I wouldn't be
feel so
surprised
ashamed.
because we've seen this season where like Liverpool against the in quote top teams, especially at Anfield, have done really well. They've got the atmosphere and stuff like that. Like they do things. But then away from home, like it was only 2 weeks ago that they held 3 to Wolves. And people have forgotten that already. They were away to Wolves, and Wolves scored 3 past them. You know, so away from home, consistently this season, Liverpool's shown that they aren't, when they don't have the Anfield crowd, they don't have the momentum. I'm not saying that Gakpo and Nunes haven't improved, they have, but I wouldn't be surprised if away from home they drop points. The only reason why I still think Liverpool will get top four is because Chelsea are nowhere near to be seen, Spurs are inconsistent bottlers, and Newcastle are falling off. That's the only reason why I think that Liverpool will still get top four.
David T said he wins headers by Aura. I think he just referred to Wakehorse.
You.
That's man.
But he still has more trophies than Harry Kane. So
I mean,
that is
yeah,
true.
that is true.
That is true.
David T said they had Sancho hiding from the cameras.
Oh my god.
Anthony is like a fork given to you to drink soup with. Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good.
J Twist said, "Oh, always be the Brazilian fidget spinner." David T said, "Always." He also said that he's close with CR7. So, do you reckon CR7 advised him to change his game so as cut off his dribbling to adjust to the league? I think this is is he referring this to Anthony? I don't know, or is it Bruno? I don't know.
Bruno, maybe. I think
Bruno was the worst of the Liverpool and United players today. Yes, he was. Also, he said he moans at the referee to keep them on their toes and to make the decisions, to make sure the decisions are fair. That's hilarious.
No,
bro, that's hilarious. He's
Man
like,
United's captain. Man United's captain in 2023. Oh god.
Well, Maguire technically is it still, but I mean he's not playing. Obviously, he's definitely
Yeah, gone, bro.
J Twist said Bruno needs an F and slap. Yeah. There's an echo. I don't think.
I think it's gone now.
Yeah, I don't think there's
more.
Ben Chelsea said De Gea, Shaw, Dalot, Bruno, Fred, McTominay needs to be sold, even if they perform. Some of them are broken by bad results for 3 to 4 years. United need to move on for them. Do you guys think?
Let me quickly say something about that. He's not wrong, but the thing that needs to start off first is we need to get rid of the players that are basically we have a squad and we need to start with the players. Well, first of all, we need to start actually replacing the players who we let go. Yeah. Like Pogba, for example, because we don't replace Pogba. Casemiro as a midfielder was only a replacement for Matic, not Pogba. Second, we need to let go of the players that, even they could potentially be talented, they just are either injury prone or not at it. So Martial, Van der Beek, obviously, what's his name? Eric, who probably, I think he's got a buy to let close there, but Martial and Van der Beek have to go. I'm sorry, no matter how talented they are, they have to go. We can't keep on being sympathetic and wait to come on injury, see what happens. We could have used a Van der Beek as part of this midfield in those runs to rest players. We could have definitely used a fit potent Martial at some point. We don't have that. So the most important asset is availability. So before you even go and start selling De Gea, Shaw, Dalot, Bruno, and all the rest of it, you got to sell those players. You got to replace the players that are already gone, and then you got to sell the players that are no use to the squad at all because they're unavailable. And then you then go into the main starting 11 or the main squad and say, okay, right, McTominay and Maguire aren't getting game time. We don't need them. We can go off and then upgrade. And before you know it, you're now saying that we need to bring in about 8 players.
Yeah, that's going to take years. Yeah,
but was Ragnick right then? Was Ragnick right then when he said this team needs at least 8?
He's right. Of course he was right. Of course he was right. It's just that the Glazers were like, we don't like that you're being public about our failings, so we're just going to keep you quiet and then sack you. But
I agree with RDS. For me, here's the thing. Do we need a goalkeeper 1,000%? Do we need a new goalkeeper 1,000%? But the issue I have is exactly, and also I feel like one thing we need to forget, I think people forgot, is we don't have a striker. We don't. Literally, we don't have a striker. Like I don't as good as Wakehorse people might say he is or whatever, yada yada. There's people that love Wakehorse, and to be honest, I do see what he does provide for us. But the thing is, he's still a Burnley level striker. He's a striker that even Burnley did not want to keep. So he's just not good enough at this level. It's really that simple. And then we don't have a midfield. Ericsson I'm not gonna lie to you. We missed Ericsson. We missed Ericsson desperately, and I believe we should have upgraded on Ericsson. You know, that's the crazy thing about it is like I believe we should have upgraded on Ericsson. Yet now we don't even have Ericsson, and it shows. It really shows. And to be honest,
Yeah,
as
that's it. We're down. We're down two midfielders. We literally only have. Obviously, we have Casemiro. To be honest, I don't even class Bruno as a midfielder
yeah,
because Bruno spends most of his time. Well, one, Ten Hag seems to be playing Bruno on the right a lot, so he's not really coming in. And when he does play in the in-quote midfield, he's spending most of his time as part of the attacking four and actually coming back and actually linking up with the other midfield players. So you might as well not count Bruno as a midfield. As far as I'm concerned, it's Casemiro, Fred, McTominay, and Sabitzer. That's basically our midfield players. Four. That's it.
for me, bro, I think especially in the summer, we're not gonna get more than 3 players because that's how our club is run, especially under this ownership. If we get new owners, you know, we'll see. But the 3 key players I think we need, position we need to is 100% what Ardia said. We need a Pogba replacement. We need it. We need a Pogba replacement desperately. We need a right back. I think this game has made up my mind that Diego Dalot and Anwar Basaka both are not good enough. I just simply not, bro. If we can't start Anwar Basaka in this game because you need you cannot do anything going forward, then we need to have a top class right back. And then I feel like we need a striker. Like those 3 positions are must for next summer. Like if we get anything other than those 3, then I feel like we're gonna have the same problems.
I think we need a goalkeeper as well, man.
Here's the thing about the goalkeeper. Like, I do agree with you, but I feel like if we could get a goalkeeper as our 4th signing, then I think that would have been a perfect summer. But I don't know, man. I don't know. There's a feeling about the club that and Eric Ten Hag that he likes De Gea. So I don't know. Like, if we're gonna give De Gea a new contract, that bro, I don't think we're gonna get a goalkeeper. So
Yeah, I think the striker is a priority.
Striker midfielder and a right back are the 3 top for the 3 must-have signings. As Yasser said about the whole Dalot Wan. If you don't trust Wan, personally, I think that Wan-Bissaka has been fine. I don't really know why. I'm not. Yes, okay. This whole going forward thing. Okay, yes, I'm not saying it's going forward, but at the end of the day, it's like we have forward players for a reason. You know, like maybe I'm old school, but like for me, the most important thing is if you're a fullback, are you able to defend?
Yeah.
You know that I don't care how good you're going. Like whatever you say, he's still one of the best defensive fullbacks in the league or arguably the world. So
I mean, he would have helped today. He would have prevented a lot of goals today.
Yeah, I said when I saw Dalot, I was like, I don't know how Dalot is going to go up against Nunes because whatever you say about Nunes, he's still physically more imposing. Just like Saint Maximin against Dalot, I was like, he's going to get cooked by those guys. He's going to get cooked. It's going to be a problem. Sure enough, in the Carabao Cup final, he was getting cooked by Saint Maximin. He takes him off. So I thought that Ten Hag might do the same thing and take Dalot off and put Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He didn't. We still would have lost, I think, because the mentality wasn't there. But at least I think that defensively, because people forget the amount of times this season already. I remember that last-ditch tackle against Zaha. When Wan-Bissaka did that challenge, there've been a lot of times in last season where Wan-Bissaka's done some last-minute ditch tackles and has saved us points that people don't want to talk about. So at the end of the day, you look at this team, and there was no one doing last-minute anything in this game, at all. You know, so as you said, if Ten Hag doesn't trust him, then you gotta bring in another right back. But at the very least, you gotta get a striker, and then I would argue probably 2 midfielders, because we've not replaced Pogba, and Van der Beek needs to leave. and Sabitzer, and there's no. Personally, I think we can get better than Sabitzer. So you can make a case that we should get, and you want McTominay to leave. So you can make a case that we should get 3 midfielders.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glazers ain't do that, man. If we still got Glazers, they ain't gonna do that.
No.
Yeah, Thomas said that still shocked me that he plays Wakehorse as a midfield instead of the likes of Sabitzer. Yeah, I agree. The whole thing is weird. And shout out to H7. And Jonas said, what is the ratio of blame between Ten Hag and the Glazers? Because Ten Hag went out of his way to get Anthony. Here's what I'm going to say. With Anthony, I'm always going to revert back to what our plan was last summer. Last summer, Anthony was available for the decent price, 30, 40 mil. Man United didn't go after Anthony until it was in August. And then at that moment, like, people need to understand, Ajax are always a selling club. They sold Ryan Gravenberch to Bayern Munich for nothing. Maserati, I would love a Maserati. They sold him to Bayern Munich for nothing. They sold Sebastian Haller. They sold so many players. But when Man United, when we went in to negotiate, it was a timing issue. When they ended up selling all the players, and now they wanted to actually start their campaign, then we ended up saying, you know what, let's get your right winger. And then they said, listen, in order for us to sell him, we want to keep him. There's not enough time for us to replace him. So sell it. We're going to sell it to you because it's going to be at a top price. And at first it was 60 mil. They were supposed out there. It was 60 mil. Man United said, nah, we're going to play the waiting game. They're going to fold. We came back a month later. They said 80 mil. And we said, you know what? Nah, we're good. We're going to play a waiting game. And to the point that they say, you know what? At this rate, give us 100 mil. At this, or else we will not sell him. They did the same thing to, the two players, Kudos and Alvarez. Those two players wanted to leave. Alvarez was going to go to Chelsea, and I think Kudos was going to somewhere else. I don't know where he was going to. But these two players didn't even they did what Anthony did. They didn't show up for training, all that stuff. But I said no. We sold so many players. We simply cannot replace all of these players. So we have to keep some of them. And then that's what ended up happening. So with the whole thing about blaming Ten Hag, I don't blame Ten Hag for wanting Anthony. I blame the Glazers for being stupid in the way they negotiate transfers. So
there is a part of me that thinks that I do wonder sometimes whether when Ten Hag arrived at Manchester United that he noticed something about Sancho. That because the whole sorry, because let's keep it a stack. There are clearly things that are going on behind the scenes with, say, Sancho and Van der Beek, for example, that were probably there when Ollie was there, but people were too easy. But people thought, well, it's Ollie because Ollie's a bad coach, and why isn't Ollie playing Van der Beek? And Ollie's destroyed Sancho, blah blah blah. Ollie was the scapegoat, but clearly with Van der, because for me it was always weird. It was like, okay, Ten Hag's here. Why is Sancho not getting involved? Why is Van der Beek, who he's played with him, not getting involved? There's clearly issues. So there is a part of me, there's clearly something behind the scenes that we don't know that's not coming out of the club. So,
I don't know what's with Sancho.
So there's a part of me that thinks that I don't know whether for that period during the transfer window where the Ten Hag knew something about Sancho that we don't know, and that actually put pressure on him to say, right, we need to go for Anthony. We need to go. I'm not saying Ten Hag probably still wanted Anthony, but the pressure, the force to get him, I don't know whether that came out of something regarding. So because if we didn't get, let's say we didn't get Anthony, what's going to happen then? So you're left with Alanga. Sancho wouldn't obviously be there because I don't know what he'd go and do. Whatever. Maybe Palestri possibly would have got to step up. That's it. So Alanga and Palestri is your alternatives.
Yeah. No,
you know what I mean?
100%. I just, even today, Sancho didn't come on. Was Sancho even on the bench today?
I don't think he was he?
I don't think so.
I think was he? I'm not sure. I think he was because someone was saying that he was on the bench.
Like, cause I don't know what's up with Sancho. Like, I know he came back from like I think he had like a situation where he needed to be out, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. We need you look at the bench and like who do we bring on and they bringing on McTominay, bro. Like, come on, like, are you taking a piss? Like, what is McTominay gonna do to change the game? Like, are you having a laugh? Like, come on.
I'm at the point where you might as well just recall either start maybe bring in Palestri maybe against Betis or even recall Ahmad because at the very least I think that they could at least compete. I'm not saying Ahmad and Palestri are going to be world class and been beaters etc. But like from the little I saw Palestri and even Ahmad, they could at least contribute more than whatever Sancho. I don't know what's going on with Sancho right now with him, and at times Anthony. To be honest, Anthony has scored some great goals and has been good in games, but he's so one-footed and coming inside that I don't know whether you can have that as your right winger.
It's
And
crazy.
I haven't seen a player like that. Palestri and Ahmad definitely weren't that one-footed in terms of ability. But anyway, so I'm speaking too long.
No, you're good.
Ahmad's fundamentally a better footballer than Anthony, man. Sorry, I've seen enough.
Yeah,
Ahmad.
We've seen enough at Sunderland. The guy's helping them push for promotion, and he's the reason why they're there.
Yeah. The last thing before we leave, your ratings and thoughts about Ayrton Hag and how he managed the game today. We will start with Adias. I'll let you start, man. Kick us off, bro.
He's got to be like Rashford, like a 2. Because I think that I don't want to go in completely on the lineup, even though the starting lineup I'd have gone with the same. I bet I would have played Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But it is what it is. But you saw the way the game was going. You didn't make any changes at the second half, which I think was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end of the game, when we were down, the changes you made were merely like for like. And I don't know whether you didn't communicate across the players. I don't know if it was a breakdown. I don't know. But you should have at least communicated them in some capacity, whether it's the forwards or the subs he brought on to say, listen, we need to just not get embarrassed here. We need to contain the game. So he must have not said that, because what I saw for the rest of it was a United time striving to get forward and score a goal, and instead getting counterattacked and getting bantered. So for me, any loss like this is all. It's mostly on the players, but the coach has to take responsibility because he's the coach. So that's a 2 for me.
Andy?
I kind of ditto what Adias is saying, because 9 times out of 10 this season, Ten Hag has got his substitutions right and they've worked out.
Mm-hmm.
But this time around, this wasn't good enough. Like 7-0, we shouldn't be shipping this many goals. Like I've spoken to some people and heard some people saying, when it hit 3-0, we should have gone 5 at the back. But I still can't even trust that these guys wouldn't have shipped goals with 5 at the back. So Wan-Bissaka should have started, because this is now the 3rd game in a row I've seen Dalot throw up stinkers. Like, he literally has been shocking since just coming back from the World Cup, and Wan-Bissaka's been doing much better than he has. Like, Ten Hag was backing him, was still backing him, but this is just another, like he said to Pep, this is a thank you for the lesson. This is another lesson that he needs to learn, that there's certain things that you can't hold on to. Like, Anthony was poor today, you kept him on for 90 minutes. Dalot was shocking this game, and you still started him after West Ham, after Newcastle. Like, you need to let go of some of your favourites and just play the players that are doing what you're asking them to do. Like, Ten Hag, I say 2 as well. It has to be a 2 today as well. Wasn't great at all.
All right, Ibs, Mo, yo, what's your thought?
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I would give him a 2. Like, I felt like the starting lineup, like, considering it's the same starting lineup against Newcastle, and even in the Newcastle game, like, let's be honest, like, we didn't play great in the Newcastle game.
Yeah, we just won the game.
Yeah, we just won the final, but we didn't play
Yeah.
great. And this Weghorst experiment, like, Ten Hag needs to stop it. Like, playing him number 10, and then Rashford should have been on the left. Like, Rashford, he could have cooked Trent today. Trent was on a yellow. Like, he could have cooked Trent easy, but it's little things like that. He got it wrong today, so I'll give him a 2. Like, he had a poor managerial performance today.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm gonna say about Ten Hag is it's probably like I don't know. Some people might think it's wrong, all that stuff, but it's bro, the importance that we put on the Carabao Cup final, the importance we put on both legs of the Barcelona game, and it was just a stark contrast. I just feel like the urgency. I feel like the intensity, everything was missing from this team. I feel like one thing that we could have set up. I understand you guys saying like, "Oh, we haven't played well in certain games, etc., etc." But then there was not even a reaction at halftime. Like, even though I don't think we played, even though people say that we played well in the first half, etc., etc. I thought that in the second half, yes, we're down 1-0. We must react, and we didn't react. Not only did not we react, we crumbled. The second goal went in, and the third goal went right after. And I feel like our manager, one thing I always respected him and really liked about him was he was very proactive. But then today, I just felt like he just reacted so late, so late. By the time he actually reacted to the game was over, and that's how and then at that moment, like, there's just nothing you can do. Even the players that came on, I felt bad for the Garnachos and the McTominays, because they came into a losing battle. They came into a situation that there's just no rectifying it. The heads were gone, everything was gone, and I felt like sometimes, sometimes you had to do something crazy. Take off for Bruno, take off someone massive to be like, nah, I'm not happy with this game type of thing. So, like, you need to kind of shock the system a little bit. And I just feel like there's nothing went across the team. Like, I don't think, like, there was just no influence from my manager. So for that, I got to give him a 1, because was record breaking, guys. 7-0 since the Premier League era. We have never lost a game 7-0. Never lost a game 7-0. And this is the first time we lost 7-0 to Liverpool. Guys, it was so bad. And till today, I still cannot explain it. I'm probably gonna end up watching some tactical breakdown of this game, but not right now, obviously. But when I calm down,
you don't even need to watch a tactical breakdown. Like, there's not. This is breakdown. Like, there's nothing to break down. Like I said at the start, Yassir, it's like we lost this game because the manager and to a great extent the players lacked football intelligence. Like, some of the goals that we can see towards the end, it wasn't. I don't even think I was putting a stat. I don't even think Liverpool even played that great today.
Yeah.
Their XG wasn't even that high.
No, it wasn't. We just lacked complete and total football intelligence, and even the manner with some of the goals. Like, I remember, like, and I would argue unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think it might have been the 6th goal when the ball got to Luke Shaw, and rather than like having awareness and clearing it properly, he just swiped it. It ricocheted off. Was it Salah, whatever? And then I think was it Firmino or whoever it is scored the goal. So I was like, that goal could have easily been prevented had you just had some intelligence instead of being in your feelings and being frustrated. And Downing tools have been like, let me just clear it out properly, get it away, whatever. That's it. Kick it out, hoop it out away, just whatever. And at least 3 of those goals we conceded were because of just complete and total like incompetence. Like at your own job because you're losing.
I just feel like you're losing the game. The thing is like okay, yes, you want to get back in the game, but then also don't lose the game. Like like someone said, was it uh there's a thing, there's a quote out there, I don't quite remember, but it's like, oh, you can lose the game in like the first 10, you can never, like, you have time. You have time. There's like, we had the whole second half to get back in the game. We were only down 1-0. We didn't. Yes, we need to start well in the first half, all that stuff. But then don't go crazy. Don't force things. Like, we were just forcing things. We were just like trying to make this ridiculous type of passes in our own half, and I'm like, why? There was no need for this. There was no need for you to. And the thing is, we played into their hands. Liverpool love teams that panic. Liverpool love teams that try to, like, Liverpool like a chaotic type of game where it's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It suits Liverpool. That's what they thrive on. When I remember when the Real Madrid game, Real Madrid was down 2-0. Real Madrid was getting chaotic. What did Real Madrid do? They stopped. They controlled the way. They started to get the game back control by gaining possession of the ball. They started to knock the ball around a little bit, slow down the game. What ended up happening is Liverpool ended up going back in the shelves, and they ended up dropping deep. We did the same thing to West Ham United. That's how we got back in the game in the West Ham United,
So it's just even when Liverpool, because people keep on, even when Liverpool were playing against Newcastle United, even though they won against 10 men, if you actually watch the game, Newcastle actually, even with 10 men, were actually schooling Liverpool at St James's Park. They were actually knocking on actually because of the very thing you said, because they didn't, even though they were down to 10 men, they had football intelligence. So like, right, okay, we're down to 10 men. Okay, it's a disadvantage. Let's try and control the game. Let's try and slow things down. Let's try and frustrate things. Let's just see what happens. Limited calm. And Liverpool actually struggled with that. I know they eventually won the 2-0, but they struggled. They struggled with that. We actually had 11 players on the field, but we never at any point thought, you know what? Okay, let's just we need to kind of just trying to get some sort of control in the game. Whether it's kicking the ball away, outfield for a bit to give us time to kind of regroup, whether it's just slowing things down, taking time, whatever it is, we need to do something. We need to slow down. We didn't do that at all.
Like I don't get it. Like, I feel like we just wanted to, like, up the tempo. Oh, let's like, bro, like, also understanding the game, like you said, football intelligence. Like, up the tempo when you actually start to develop a little bit of control. When you start seeing Liverpool's dropping back, then you can up the tempo. But like right after back in the first, before we started to like try to, let's rush, let's up the tempo, all that stuff, to the point where like you had Luke Shaw completely up all the up at the other side of the pitch, and then you had Lisandro Martinez and Salah 1v1. Come on, like it's crazy. But anyways, guys, I'm absolutely sick and tired of talking about this game. I'm so done.
Let's call it.
I'm sorry. I've been bouncing all day, man. It's bad, man.
Guys, it's only gonna get worse.
I had to literally wear bullet.
No. Guys, have hope. When the Qatari owners come in, man, it's gonna be a new era for Manchester United, man. That's an open light. The rivals can laugh now, but if we get that new ownership that comes in with the investment, with the promise of the plan, it will. United will be back. United will be back. There's no doubt about that. I believe that.
We're just gonna have to firm this L today because it's a bad one. But
it's a bad L.
We just have to see how these guys do on Thursday against Betis. Let's see what happens.
Bro, I feel bad for Eddie United, the content creator. I feel bad for
Oh, bro,
Saeed.
Saeed is gonna get
Bro,
flamed.
on the
Saeed
big
is gonna
bro,
get
you know
flamed.
what's so sad about the whole Saeed thing is on the Big Six show. But shout out to the Big Six show. What a fantastic show! Like majority of them picked Liverpool to win. I think Matisse and I think Matisse was the only person, and Saeed was the only two people that didn't pick Liverpool to win. Matisse picked a draw, and Saeed picked a win. Everyone else predicted them to win. They predicted Liverpool to win, and bro, and then Saeed was just had chess. He said a whole bunch of stuff that was clippable.
He always does that, though, man. He
He
always does
always
that. He always
does.
does
No,
that.
but
He
then
always
like
does
I
that,
felt
man.
bad for him because I was like, "Go on, Saeed, go on, man!" I was lucky, kind of hyping him up, when I was watching this, and I was like, "Because bro, I had chest. I don't know if you had chest, but I had chest.
No, I didn't.
But
I didn't. I
Yasir, we
didn't. I
don't.
didn't have
But
this.
Yasir, we don't blame you because no one could say United couldn't win at Anfield. It's just when you see score lines of "we're going to smash you," that's when you need to tell them, guys, remember you're going to Anfield where we
No,
haven't
exactly.
scored
One.
more than one goal in 7 years.
But Andy,
Those are the stats I was bringing up last night on the show. I was like, listen, guys, but unfortunately, because I've become a reverse jinx merchant, people don't take some of the stuff that I'm saying seriously. But I was being genuine. I was like, I don't know where we're gonna smash Liverpool is coming from. Like, I'd like us to
We've never
win.
smashed Liverpool. We've never smashed
Exactly.
Liverpool at Anfield. Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, even under Sir Alex Ferguson, we don't do that. So why did people suddenly think that with a team that I still think doesn't even touch any of the Sir Alex Ferguson, like your United States 99, your 08s and stuff like that, why did people think that we were going to smash them? With a Liverpool side that I don't think are particularly like the people making it sound like Liverpool are like 20th. They were 6th before the game started. Now they're 5th. You know what I mean? Like it's not that they were some garbage relegation fodder mid table. They're 6th already. So I don't know, but we move. We go again.
They were just relying on the results that have happened.
Listen,
So
man,
they're thinking and going,
we need to stay humble, United, man. Like we're not there yet, man. We need to stay
But
humble.
the problem is some United content creators, some people on Twitter, like United Trey, yes. When I find United Trey, when I find that guy, oh my days.
I made a mistake. I should have suggested the combined 11. That was my mistake. I should have just been I should have just kept my reverse jinxing to just that and not done the combined 11 thing, because that's what got me, I think. I was like, yeah, let's do a combined 11 and see. I should have just been like, listen, Liverpool are favourites. It's at Anfield, so I think Liverpool will win, and I left it at that because then no one could say anything. But because of the combined 11, now everyone's like, oh, look at all your players, look at all the rest of it. They're sort of.
But I don't get that. Why is everyone now after this game going to say it just amazes me. Now all the players are crap because of this game.
What's the same?
A couple of weeks ago, some people were saying, no, these guys are actually good players. They're actually decent. Now what's changed?
Well, it's the same. It's the same. I say the converse for Liverpool fans when I was like, literally, after the battering from Real Madrid, which was was it 10 days ago? All the Liverpool fans I was seeing were like, FSG out, Klopp out, all these players are garbage, Henderson is trash, Nunes is a flop, Van Dijk is all the rest of the stuff. But now everyone's like, oh yeah, we're back, Klopp in, this team is amazing, and so on. We're best in the world. So it's like, hang on a minute, I thought you guys were all Klopp out and your team was garbage and FSG need to put money in, and now you're not. So that's just the nature of football fans, so if you have a big result like that, then people will flip-flop, so, but where I won't flip-flop is in that, Ten Hag still should be manager of Manchester United. And ultimately, I'm still looking forward to the summer because hopefully, touch wood, we'll have new ownership with new direction and new vision. That's the most important thing, and hopefully a few new signs that'll make a difference.
1000%. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for all joining. Thank you for the live chat. Shout out to you, RDS. Shout out to you, Andy. Shout out to you, Ibs, man. I know
Peace.
this is a tough one, bro, guys. A tough
Ah,
one.
bro.
But
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend like this never has happened. I know I'm shameless like that, bro. Like I'm not gonna watch any content, anything, bro. People talk about this game. Nah, I'm not here for that. I might check into that big shit show because like they're just banned.
Oh my god.
But other than that,
Skullduggery.
bro,
His
yeah, I
skullduggery.
hate that guy. I
Skullduggery
hate
has
that.
got Saeed on the
Oh
ropes
man.
come
Yeah, that's
Monday.
gonna be
Oh
Rance,
mad.
Mark Goldbridge was hiding behind his chair. Rance was in another world because I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
it was today is a bad day for United fans.
Mm.
But it is what it is. The season's not over. It's just that it's
I
just
just
another
hope I just hope the players can like I will
7
respect the
mil, bro.
I will respect the players more if after this game they go the rest of the season undefeated.
They have
Bro,
to.
I need another
They have
trophy.
to.
Yeah,
I
Bro,
yeah,
need another
they have
yes, that's what I'm
trophy.
saying. So if we win, if we go to the season and we end up having the FA Cup and Europa League, I'll be like, okay, fair enough. You guys
yeah,
showed me something. But if we bottle it against Betis and get knocked out of the Europa League and then get embarrassed by City in the FA Cup because we'll end up facing City at some point, then you've got to ask questions about the mentality of this team
Need to get past
again.
Fulham
audience,
first.
I have to start like thinking
Yeah, we
about
have to get past
future,
Fulham as well.
bro.
You're right.
I'm thinking like, bro, Juju. I don't know, but I don't know what excuse because this doesn't make any sense, bro.
That's it.
I
That's
still
it.
can't
That's
make
it.
sense of it.
That's
But
it.
why?
You know what I blame? I blame Pogba. Pogba came back for Juventus, man. He played his
This,
first
bro,
Juventus game
that's what it
today,
is. That's
and
what
I
it
was
is.
like,
Mm.
That's what it
that's
is.
why. That's
Something's in
why.
the air, bro. Something is in
The
the air.
judge,
They
the
didn't.
judge is back, man. He's back
Oh
from
my
injury and he's
god.
back with the judge, man. So I found my reason now. So
Apparently, the last game was it the last game Pogba played was against Liverpool or something crazy like that.
against Norwich, I think it was
Yeah,
for United.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, peace, guys. Thank
Yeah,
you
Peace.
for
peace,
coming,
peace,
guys.
Peace.
peace,
Peace.
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 All right, guys. That's gonna be it for the stream, guys. Like always, like, share, and subscribe, guys. Let's get to 120 subscribers. Guys, let's get to 120 subscribers, guys. I'm happy that this channel is growing. But to be honest, I hate doing these streams, bro. I hate doing these streams. For a long time, I avoided doing these type of streams, but hey, it's just the job of a content creator, I guess. So, all right, guys. Anyways, peace, guys. Thank you for joining, guys. I appreciate it all. Peace.